Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Casting the Spotlight, episode number 230. We are back to you tonight in classic solo format. Good to have you all, however you're listening, however you're watching.
Been a few, since just been the two of us in the chairs here.
Yeah.
Or the couch, I guess.
It was movie swap cinema last time. And that was fun to review the movies, or kind of contest all the movies that us personally had watched. I was thinking about this too. I was like, if you took The Fugitive over all but 4, I was like, so you must have liked The Fugitive a decent bit at least, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, if that, I knew you did, but I was like, because I'm like, when are we compare them? Because I was thinking about like some of the movies that you gave me that, and not that they all didn't have some influence, but I was thinking how much certain ones really stuck with me a lot. And like, I know like Apocalypto was like another one other than like Sling Blade, and I guess we can look at some of the stuff that we have, but that's always a fun one to do just because it gives you so much, it gives you so much to like go off of, you know what I mean? It gives you so much to like compare in terms of like all the stuff we've given each other in the segment.
Yeah.
It was kind of wild because over the course of this podcast life, it was the movie swap was the first segment, and then we introduced the good, the bad, and the shits, and like the movie review fell off. Then the good, the bad, and the shits was like all time, always on every episode, the king segment, and then middle to fallish time in 2024, we introduced This or That, and then This or That's the hot segment for quite some time.
The good, the bad, and the shit still sticking around.
Still sticking around though. Still have the most editions of it ever, by far. Then the movie swap re-enters the cycle of segments. And,
so now we're just flooded with segments at this point.
And so arguably, even though we take a much shorter time in the movie swap than we do This or That, there's an argument because we're giving each other such enticing and fun movies, which we'll be reviewing 2 tonight, Heathers and Oppenheimer. Mm-hmm. There's an argument to be saying like that's kind of the hot segment too right now. But it's like that's sort of that would be one of the hot segments, of course, in the solo episodes because we don't do those outside of it,
Yeah.
Once in a while we'll incorporate guests into the This or That's, but in terms of that, I'm like, I don't know. What do you feel? What do you feel like's the hot segment? The movie review, or is it kind of like?
I don't know. I feel like people really like the This or That.
They do. No, This or That's our. But I guess personally, the movie swap, it's good that it's alive again, so that we can really get into like some really cool shit.
Yeah, that's cool. And I feel like people that are into films like that segment too.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what part of this podcast is kind of built on anyways, is movies.
Yeah,
so,
movies and wrestling for sure.
Yeah.
In large part.
So it definitely comes back to those things. That's just a large part of my personality. Because that's basically what my blog is about too.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's just kind of what I am. And what we...
Well, I mean, those are a lot of the things that bonded us.
That's what we made. That's what we major in. For it
to make sense for us to do this.
Yeah.
And we made 200, and this is the 230th episode. So, and of course, yeah, like I was gonna say, I mean, I guess for me and you, like a huge thing would be the movie swap, or for like us and the audience, it's interesting to get into because This or That has so many different categories too. But we can also show each other a shit ton of different kinds of movies. But it's like it's nice to have something from like the early days revived again too, because like we've used it a fuckload, and that's always been fun. It's always fun too to show somebody, like we've always done too, show somebody something for the first time and be like, and just kind of see their reaction or what they think, or even what you think, because it might only be your second or third time watching it, and sometimes you pick up way more in that time. I don't believe in there's some people that we've talked about this before on here. And I want to get your viewpoint too, but it's like some people don't even think, oh, like why would you rewatch? Like there's some people that don't ever really rewatch anything.
Yeah.
Like they don't even think they need to. They're like, I only need to see once.
Yeah, no, I think we talked about that at we've had
Well, a long time
some
ago we
point.
talked about that.
But yeah, it doesn't,
How do you think
that makes
now?
no sense to me.
No, it still makes no sense.
Yeah.
If you really like it.
I mean,
then
yeah,
maybe
if you're
revisit it.
into something, if you're like, damn, that was dope, wouldn't you want to watch it again? That's why I still like to own physical media too. Like if I own a piece of physical media, which I haven't really bought any in a minute. I mean, I did go on a buying spree of it relatively recently, but it was last year at some point. But like, that's how it kind of goes now. When I buy it, it's like I buy quite a few at a time. And that's kind of when I'm like cleaning shop. When I'm like, it's time to get rid of some stuff.
Yeah.
You know? I'll go cash this in a V stock for $3.50. Or fucking $10 on a gift card, even though it's 18 DVDs and fucking 14 Blu-rays. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
That's how they're still around, and a lot of the other stores are closed.
Which I guess fair. I'll support them because I buy shit from there too. You know?
No, I 100% agree with what you're saying, though.
It's just absurd. It's like, how the fuck is this?
It's like I made a fuckload of money, and they're in good condition.
Yeah, I didn't scratch the shit out of these with keys. Why the fuck are you fucking me over?
I know.
If anything, you guys give me a fucked up case.
Yeah.
I never buy the fuck.
I know.
I never cash one in that I fucked
It's
up.
fun to look there because of the old school like stuff they have. That's why I was excited. I was like, man, Nick, you gotta look at some of this shit. And we went into like Joe's Records, Slackers, Hot Topic, Spencer's, fucking even like Box Lunch and place. Box Lunch is where I saw those fucking Jar Jar Binks socks, and I was like, that would be a funny fucking Christmas gift for Elijah.
For me.
I told you that though, and I was like, you're like, I'd probably wear them.
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks. I literally wear graphic
But
socks
it's
all the
also
time.
kind of funny, too.
Yeah. Because it is like a character that I have kind of shot.
I mean, you're kind of walking
on
on
the
them.
podcast.
So, yeah.
But at the same time, it's graphic socks.
Yeah.
And it's Star Wars, so I'd wear them.
I'm like, I knew you. I should have, and then we went back in, and I hadn't been in there in a while, and I didn't see him, and I was like, fuck. Oh, man. But, no, it's been wild. This or that, man. So they say it's been hot. I mean, it's been around for a minute now. This is our 53rd edition.
Yeah.
I got mine numbered over here. Categories.
Thank goodness you do.
I thought I fucked it up a few episodes ago, but no. We're doing well, folks. We are doing well. And this is a brand new one tonight. 53rd category on this or that. Of course, they're only in solo episodes. Well, no, mostly in solo episodes, with the exception of 4 times. And tonight's category is going to be iconic athletes. So whether they're retired, done, I mean, pretty much
brand new segment.
A brand new category.
Yeah, brand new category to the segment.
Which means any iconic athlete from across any of the major sports. You know what I mean? The ones like all of them, pretty much, like all the like golf and tennis and swimming, whatever, like anything like that.
Yeah.
Gymnastics.
Won't be wrestling because we have wrestlers.
We gotta have them. Even though it's like people like Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle are iconic athletes, they're also wrestlers, and that's kind of what we know them for. So, and they've been incorporated in those. So, to keep it separate, we're gonna do especially in that realm. We don't want that.
Storming out there, people.
Alrighty. Do you want to know what your main is?
Yep.
It's going to be interesting. You have no idea what you're going to think, what you're going to say. Your main is going to be the iconic, of course, but unfortunately late, great Kobe Bryant.
Okay, so this is going to be one that's going to piss a lot of people off.
Oh, man. You got to give him some respect.
No, I do. I mean, when it comes to the basketball world, I give him a whole lot of respect, but we'll see. Because here's the thing. this is not even any hate at all, but I just don't keep up. I don't like,
Yeah.
I'm not in the basketball world as much as I am like the baseball, football world.
Yeah.
Even growing up, it was that way. Like, I knew basketball probably more growing up, kept up with it a little more, but I mean, obviously Kobe Bryant, like, you hear the legendary stories about him though, like, the dude was an incredible athlete.
Yeah.
When it just comes to being the lifestyle of an athlete, that dude was that.
Oh yeah. Well, and he had that Mamba mentality, like how Jordan had his killer instinct, like that he brought to the game. Like Kobe won what 5 finals, lost like 2. I think he won 5 of 7. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's a pretty damn good record. He won like at least 3 of those with Shaq, maybe, and then like 1 or 2 with Gasol.
Went out on a pretty rough Lakers team, but he didn't leave him.
He ended up scoring like 60 or 80 points. I think like 60 in his last game.
It's like 68 or something like that.
It was insane. So, I mean, that was great. And then, of course, the unfortunate news in the years that followed, the helicopter crash with his daughter, unfortunately. Rest in peace. And that was in 2020.
Yeah. I think it was like Blake Griffin on the like Kelsey's podcast, a clip I saw recently where he was talking like about Kobe Bryant and how much he respected him coming into the league. But then he's like, man, I kind of want to, like, how does he do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of wanted to live like Kobe. But the other NBA players, you know, they like to party and be at the club and do shit like that. And it was like Kobe was up, but like in the dark. Like 4 a.m., getting out there, taking a long-ass bike ride, getting cardio going, coming back, push-ups, sit-ups, crunches, eating breakfast, and then hitting practice. It was like that dude was just ahead of the game always.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he had to be top fucking notch. Like, and there's people that are like, oh, man, him and Michael, like, you know, because he was obviously inspired off of Michael and stuff too, and he had so much in common with him and like the way they played, and so a lot of people compare them. But yeah, he was in that. That's why I thought it'd be a good thing, because I also knew that that he is of a certain level athlete that a lot of people do not ever fucking reach.
Yeah.
But also, you're not necessarily the basketball guy either. So it's like, I figured that would be an interesting one maybe to give you, because you also don't know entirely what's on my list.
True.
But we'll see too. And this is going to be interesting because there's a certain level of public respect for certain of these athletes, to preface this, that me and you may feel that we have a personal, more relationship with this person, or like what we saw of them. So like that could influence who we take over who, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like, you know what I mean? And likewise, it's like if they're from the past, but they're so respected and so great, maybe we are kind of like aware of that and we take them over whoever else. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like there's no, I don't know how you account for it, but that's why it's our own personal take here. That's why we're doing it. All right, first.
That's how the segment goes. We piss people off.
Yeah. Well, you do. No. I'm sure I have.
Sometimes I do.
I'm sure I have.
But you know what? Fuck it. I stand by it.
Brian Daniels.
I stand by most of all of the ones that I've said.
Yeah.
The most recent one that still burns me is I would pick Kurt Angle over Randy Orton. Besides that?
Oh, over Orton? Yeah, probably. Oh, man. All right. This is going to be interesting for sure.
Let's do it.
First up, we've got Kobe Bryant, your boy here, your main at least, who you're riding with. Or Michael Phelps.
Okay. That's interesting, because dude, Phelps was dope as fuck.
Dude, he
like,
won a
when it
fuck
came to the
medals.
swimming world, there's nobody on his level. Like, that dude made me want to join swimming. I'm like, I'm in, bro.
I think it was 4 Olympics in a row. He won like a fucking gold.
Yeah.
Dude.
He just kept coming back, man.
Yeah.
That's a long run, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's every 4 fucking years.
And a lot of people, by then, they certainly age out at that point. Unless it's like the NBA and you're like on the Olympic team, maybe, and you're older.
Yeah.
You know, or something. But like, if you're gonna go that many times and run it, it's like you would expect maybe
To
at
be
best like
the
2,
guy
or maybe
to
like
do
2
it.
Olympics in a row. But like to have fucking like 4.
Unless you're like Simone Biles, because she like came in when she was young,
Yeah.
so she's been able to dominate.
Yep.
Multiple.
I thought about her too. I was debating all that.
But man,
Phelps
Michael
obviously
Phelps,
got in a little bit of trouble for smoking
fuck
fucking
that.
weed and shit.
dude, Phelps is the man. Smoking the weed makes it better. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't necessarily make it better, but it's like,
how?
come on.
How in the fuck would
Looking
that
at
affect?
that now,
Exactly.
looking at that from a modern perspective, it's insane that people were like, "Oh my god,
Dude,
he was ripping a bong on a video." You know what I mean? It's
dude,
like
he fucking won. It's like, how would that help him either to win this shit?
Exactly.
Necessarily.
It's like the fact that this guy was chiefing bogs and he was kicking all your asses out there. What's that mean?
Yeah, if anything, you'd be like, maybe he's gonna be a step behind him. No, he was winning every fucking gold medal.
Yeah, he was dope.
Kobe won some fucking NBA like Olympic gold medals too.
That's what I mean. And Kobe was
He was always
athlete,
up
though.
here. But Phelps, you know, it's why it's good, man. I'm all over the place on here. I don't know what you did with your list, but this is gonna be one hell of this and that.
Oh man, it's starting off tough, honestly, because I didn't even ever think to compare these two guys, but I like both.
I guarantee you didn't think Kobe would be your main. I wasn't gonna pick somebody in football. We talk a lot of football, so I'm like, to put you in a position of somebody that I know you have at least some reverence for, even being not as familiar in the basketball world, but you're aware of Kobe's influence, his greatness, his work ethic, and his fucking accomplishments. Yeah. So it's like, he's not, you can't deny it either. So it puts you in a kind of position to have to make choices on his front, which is interesting. Because it's like he is one of the all-time greats. I don't know where. Some people rank him in like the top 10 or 15. Some people rank him higher than that. Some people, he's their number 1.
Yeah.
But he's usually regarded in the top 15 for sure.
Oh, dude, he's easily, I think
probably
he's
the
top 10.
Yeah, he probably is.
I think
he's probably closer to 8 to 10.
Comes to overall, I mean, even when it comes to...
He's great. He's fantastic.
When it comes to stats and up there,
yeah.
like, with the guys and his work ethic and what he meant, his longevity, like...
Oh, yeah.
The dude was the real deal.
He was another guy. Like
he
Mike,
shit on the rest of the
like
Olympian team.
He was a rise to the occasion guy.
Yeah.
He didn't fucking choke. Like,
whenever they went to the Olympics, I forget even what year it was, but he was up doing Kobe Bryant shit early in the morning in the weight room, doing cardio, lifting some weights before practice, and he was like shitting on the other guys. He's like, "You guys are staying out too late." Drinking too much, you gotta get the fuck out of here. They're like, dude, we're gonna win.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he wasn't gonna.
We're going to practice every day. We'll be all right. He's like, no, you gotta fucking do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So like, not everybody's Kobe Bryant, man.
No, and like he knew even everybody he was gonna try to get like that. Like he's like, there's no fucking way they're gonna keep up with him. In fact, like I'm gonna make sure nobody can keep up with me.
Yeah. He had the quote where he was like, he made it his mission that the guy guarding him every game. Mm-hmm. He wanted to make it his mission that guy wanted to quit basketball by the end of the game.
Oh yeah.
That was like his mission.
Yeah. Dude, he was physical, and he was like that fucking top of the top 1% of 1% personality. Like that is just, I'm gonna fucking win at all costs.
Dude, yeah. They're both dope.
And Phelps I know. And
I
this is number
toss
1.
the roses for both these guys, but I'm gonna lean Kobe a little bit.
Okay, interesting. Damn, yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be interesting. I have no idea who you picked for me either. Maine. Obviously Kobe. Next up, we've got Kobe Bryant or Floyd Money Mayweather.
Man. Floyd, potentially not the best of guys. from all the shit. Like, that's the thing. Whenever I went to looking at these iconic athletes, though,
Yeah.
I'm like, so many athletes have had stuff that they've done and got in trouble for and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
so many. It's just the name of the game, man. When it comes to the greatness of sports, I guess. I don't know, man. You reach that level. Floyd, in the modern day boxing world, he's kept it relevant. To be who he is, it's like that guy, he doesn't fight anymore, but man, he never lost.
No.
He never lost.
He never lost.
Over 50 fucking professional fights,
Yep.
he never lost. And that's insane
Yeah.
in itself. And yeah, like, for years and years and years and years, and it's like, I'm talking into the 2010s.
Yeah, from like the mid 90s on.
Through the late, like, at least mid 2010s, like, into the late 2000s to the mid 2010s, Floyd Money Mayweather was the top paid athlete
Yeah.
in all of sports.
Yeah.
Every year. And he fought, like, a few times.
Yeah, like once
If
or twice.
that.
Yep.
Especially in the later years. He fought like
Yeah.
once or twice. And that's just insane. He was making like, at points, hundreds of millions of dollars for a couple fights. That's just nuts, man. Like, his name fit him. And he was like so hateable. He was a heel in real sports.
Oh yeah.
And he was perfect at it.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt about that. And he knew how to fucking make it marketable and how to sell his heel persona and get it over, even in that world. And he did, and he made so much money doing it. So, gotta give him his due in that regard.
Man, I forget who it was he was facing in the UK. But he was extra hated over there because he was facing the hometown boy in Great Britain. He was like repping America, and he was Floyd Money Mayweather and being his guy. Like, just doing like what he is as his character, Floyd Money Mayweather, over there. And he's like, I'm going to make Great Britain my home. This is my bitch. And stuff. They hated him, dude. And it was fantastic, honestly, because it was like venomous hate. It was like the kind of stuff you only see in wrestling. And he brought it to the boxing world, you know? Mm-hmm. It was like the shit Muhammad Ali did back in the day. Like, it was like causing people to just be like, fuck this motherfucker, man. I want to see him get taken the fuck down. And he never would. He never would let it happen.
Yeah, Floyd wasn't my number 1, 2, but he was my third boxer I thought of, and I was like, I'm gonna put one on here.
Yeah.
But
all the flowers to him. But like I said, he's definitely a badass quick fist, but he seems like he's got some issues. He's got some issues at home, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's just.
That's why you're going to rule in favor of?
I mean, I was just pointing that out as a fact.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I know. I'm not saying that's wrong either. I'm just saying, like...
But that can be said for a lot of athletes, like I said, you know? I mean...
Yeah.
You hate to even bring it up, Kobe Bryant's not clean of it, you know?
Yeah.
That's just the way it is with a lot of these guys. It's... All this to be said, man. Iconic in both their realms.
Yeah.
All the praises I've already basically sang for both of them, but still gonna edge out to Kobe Bryant.
All right. Kobe!
Running away with it.
Happy. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We'll see here. All right, next up, we've got Kobe Bryant or Serena Williams. Throwing some tennis in there.
Yeah. She's iconic too, man. Serena's dope, honestly.
Mm-hmm. She was at the Kevin Hart roast, actually, her and Venus.
There was that, I might even mention that story on here, but it was when they were doing the Punk'd, like, reboot.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Ashton Kutcher was the guy, maybe?
Yeah, the original host, I think, yeah. I think he was doing that already when he was still on that 70s show, maybe.
Well, maybe it was then. But they were like, there was some skit where they were like punking Serena Williams. It was like Celebrity Edition punked or whatever. And they were doing it to Serena. And they like made it seem like it was this like kind of predator with this kid. And it was like this child actor. He was in, I think, like in some Ned's Declassified. It might have been, maybe it was like Coconut Head before he was Coconut Head or something. But he was doing it because, you know, that was a ridiculous part, but that was great. But it might have been that guy. And he got picked up by this dude or something and drove off. And she like was nearby or saw it or some shit, and they were supposed to like get her reaction or get like she was gonna panic or freak out or call the cops or something. They were gonna tell her, but she like tracked the car down. She like ran through alleys and shit and like cut it off. She's like, get out of the fucking car to the guy and shit. And then they were like trying to play it off. They were like, oh, keep like try to play it off. And the kid was like, oh no, this is my friend. She's like, that is not your friend, baby. Get out of the car right now. It's just like, and you stay right fucking there. I'm like, that makes her even more dope, you know? Yeah. She was like a real life superhero, man. She's fucking cutting through alleys, tracking this fucking car down.
Yeah. They know, man.
But that's also because she's an athlete. She was able to do that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Especially tennis. Like, you gotta honestly have some pretty good cardio to like be able to do tennis. Like even when we went around to the down to the courts and fucked around.
We have tennis courts like not that far from here, and I'm like, we should fucking go down there like one of these days and play. Like,
even
there's like four courts or something like that. 5.
Yeah, we should. I like it. Even if it like I'm horrible at it.
Just even relaying the ball and trying to fucking keep it going.
Yeah, just relay it back and forth. But even doing that, it's like, Jesus Christ, like you're winded, you know? That's probably because I'm out of shape. Trying to get in better shape.
It's because he's out of shape.
He's out of shape. That guy's a son of a bitch, man.
He's like, they're like right before he walks out, he's like Rick Darris to Dante. He's like selling cigarettes to kids. What a scumbag. And he shoulders him and he says it.
Wasn't even him.
No, but it's selling cigarettes to any kids.
Randall just fucking around, man.
He took the money and then just brought it down and gave that to. Didn't even look.
Just reading a magazine.
Or a magazine, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Serena probably, at least in my mind, best women's tennis player of all time.
She is.
Highly respected, like.
I think
a boss. She's definitely a boss in her sport and just as a personality because she's made hella money being Serena Williams. Sponsors and spokesperson for a bunch of stuff. Like she's you know her face and her name. She's around. Even more so than Venus.
Yeah. And Venus had success too, and they played each other a number of times in big matches.
Yeah. Serena was just better, man.
Yeah.
And they're both, they're both.
What a lot of talent to come from one family, though. Good Lord.
Mm-hmm. Still gonna go Kobe.
Are you? Okay. You set it up like you might go Serena. Okay. All right. Well, next up, going in another direction. So far, we have done, it's basically swimming, boxing, and tennis. And next up, we've got the great Kobe Bryant, or the big unit, the only man to hit a bird in a professional fucking baseball game, Randy fucking Johnson.
Dude.
One of the leading strikeout, I think top 5 strikeout leaders of all time, too.
Yeah.
Like
That
6'8" or something. He was
Pitched
fucking
over
huge.
100 when hardly anybody did.
I'm gonna grab another beer, but you can.
He was literally the man. Like, there was an era as a pretty young lad that I'd say he was probably. I mean, he was one of my favorite pitchers for sure. Like, I liked Roger Clemens a lot in an era too, like as a young kid. But like Randy Johnson was the fucking man, and he was like a character for the fact too that he just nobody looked like that motherfucker. He was lanky as hell, tall as hell,
huge. He might have been 6'10".
Dude,
I don't know what he was.
He cocked his leg up like over his head, and he threw that son of a bitch like 102 miles an hour.
Yeah,
just
he's like number 4 of all time or some shit of like strikeout leaders because he was intimidating as fuck, and you're already on a mound, so he probably looked like a monster out there. It was like, dude.
Randy Johnson.
He was iconic.
Fucking man.
He hit that bird and like it's one of the most iconic and watched clips of all time on YouTube, certainly in baseball history. Is him smacking that bird in real time, like when he was on the Arizona Diamondbacks. And he fucking, whenever they had the purple and black and shit, that was sick. And it was like 2001 season. In like October maybe or something like that. Or maybe not October, maybe in April.
Smashed that.
I can't believe, the bird just happened to fly. And that's, of course, a lot of people. He was a great pitcher, but that is one of the things people know. Oh, that guy that hit the bird. But it's like he was one of the best of all time. Most people would say he's top 5 pitchers ever.
Oh, yeah.
Along with Nolan Ryan, Sandy Koufax, like Bob Gibson, and like a handful of other people.
He's up there for sure.
Yeah. There's like...
Clemens.
But Nolan Ryan, Clemens, Sandy Koufax, and people like that are like...
Bob Gibson, probably.
Bob Gibson. Him. Yeah. And Randy Johnson, for sure. Yeah. All those guys, for sure. Nolan Ryan mostly is put in people's number 1.
Just because
he played a long time,
man.
But he also was a
guy
great
was
pitcher.
Like 43, just fucking people up still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I think he's still the all-time strikeout leader. Yeah.
Just the childhood nostalgia and everything behind it too. I'm gonna go Randy Johnson.
Randy fucking Johnson, dude.
Yeah, he was the fucking man.
You know, I had somebody else on this list. And I actually inserted, I'm pretty sure, no, maybe it was something else.
And
but
I
was like,
just love the pitcher position.
Yeah.
Like, I've always respected the hell out of a pitcher.
So I was thinking about that, and I was like, man,
one.
I'm going to go, maybe I'll throw one of the elite pitchers of all time on there.
Yeah.
Because that sounded like an interesting idea. So Randy Johnson's taking one, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so we are on number 5, Kobe Bryant, or... Wayne Gretzky.
Damn.
The best of the best.
That's so tough. Yeah, because Wayne Gretzky's...
He's indisputably number 1.
Yeah, he's probably number 1 all time in the NHL. Yeah. I mean, Ovechkin just passed him up this season for all-time goals. So that puts him as number 1, technically, in the NHL records for all-time goals. But
all-time goals.
Yeah. I mean, Gretzky, too, just his influence on the league as well, and what he brought it to.
What he still does, I think.
And I mean, like, he was everywhere, too. Like, Wayne Gretzky played on so many teams. It's not like he was necessarily, like, he was an Oiler and shit for a while, but it's like, he wasn't necessarily known for being, like, one team.
Yeah.
You know? He was a Blue for a little bit.
Yep.
That's just... That was part of his kind of thing, which is interesting for an iconic athlete. Because if you think of a lot of them, they kind of had a longevity on a team. They might have went elsewhere at the end of their career or something and had some other paths, but they spent a long while on a team. But Gretzky was everywhere. But the NHL was brought to a whole other level because of Wayne Gretzky.
Oh yeah.
He was like just.
It was absolutely like.
He brought an appeal to the sport.
It was absolutely like Tiger Woods or Michael Jordan level of like, oh man, I've got to fucking watch this.
Yeah.
Because he's playing.
And everybody knows his name to this day.
Yeah.
Like, he's still the man for the sport in that aspect. Like, he'll always be that guy, you know? I respect both of them on like an even scale, pretty much, because
they're two of the best of all time.
the best of
especially
literally
in their
all
respective
time.
Sports, yeah.
I'm probably gonna lean Kobe because I grew up with him more. You know, I knew more of his personal career and path, and I like saw it in lifetime. But Gretzky, it's undeniable what he did, you know, for hockey.
So you're going Kobe. Kobe has taken a 4-1 lead so far. That is impressive. But next up, we are going to hit you right in the motherfucking feels here. And it's going to be Kobe Bryant or Kurt Warner.
I mean, that's an interesting one because,
because it's a St. Louis bias thing.
Yeah, he's
the
hometown boy. Literally came from the town.
Undrafted.
And took us to a Super Bowl and won it.
Yep.
And took us to another one.
Didn't win it. Yep.
But
those are some of the best Rams teams of all time.
Part of undeniably great teams, yeah. I mean, he had great players around him as well, but yeah, I mean, that was the best St. Louis Rams teams was under Kurt Warner when he was under center. So there's something to be said for that as a St. Louis native. Like, he's something special to the city, for sure. So is Marshall Faulk and Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce, like, because those guys were a part of it. And they were, like, a big, they were big names. Same with, like, even Grant Lindstrom and Orlando Pace. Like, they were just... just people you always remember the name of on those iconic teams. But, man, still, just the iconicness of him. I gotta go Kobe Bryant.
All right, yeah. Damn, all right. Kobe Bryant whooping some ass right now. 5-1. You've got 4 more here. Kobe Bryant next up, or the other side of the ball. We threw a picture out there before. But it's going to be Kobe Bryant or Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, God, man. That's tough because I always felt like Ken Griffey Jr. was, like, underrated.
He was, honestly. And he never got suspect or busted for nothing. He just slapped the fuck out of him.
That dude had also one of the prettiest swings of all time. And, like, just one of the most iconic, like, kind of like bat flip, like, oh, fuck yeah, I just did that. Celebrations of all time. Like, when he hit the fuck out of a ball, he knew it immediately. And he just kind of flipped that thing back. He was, like, one of the coolest fucking guys in the league. Growing up, he was always one of my favorites. Yeah. Like, I followed him whatever team he went to. I was like, that's the fucking dude.
He was.
Ken Griffey Jr., man. He surpassed his dad.
Yeah.
Ken Griffey, for sure. What a bummer, because Ken Griffey was a major leaguer, too, and he gave him the name, too, and gave him Junior. And he got out there and was just one of the most iconic. And it wasn't even like that people talk about him as much as some of the other guys, but like he just had like a swagger about him that you just remember.
Yeah.
You know?
He did. He was a pure like baseball player, like Ken Griffey Jr. He felt like.
Again, the nostalgia of growing up and how much I loved him. I gotta lean Ken Griffey Jr., I think.
All right. Interesting. 5-2 going into the last three here. And once again, you know, you could always criticize where you can, whatever, but like there's no denying the impact. There's no denying the amount of people that weren't watching before this person and that were watching once they fucking played and dominated their sport. Next up is going to be Kobe Bryant or Tiger Woods. Nobody brought eyes to the fucking golf the way he did until he was the man.
Still to this day, like, he's the name everybody thinks of when they think of, like, the PGA Tour, you know? He was the guy, man. He won so many PGA Tours.
He's indisputably number one of all time in golf.
So many Opens. Like, he's like the top of the top. People are gonna chase him for a while, probably.
Like a lot of people would say, like Nadal and Federer were like the two of the top of all time in tennis.
Yeah, and again, I think with Tiger Woods, man, some of his he's had a lot of other issues off the course, obviously, some very recently. And it's like, with some of that stuff, especially recently, it's like, more than anything, I just hope he gets help, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even like that. I think that people should be like, oh, look at this shit, again. You know, it's like, again, this guy's got to get help, man.
Yeah.
He's on pills and drinking. That's not good. It's not good that he's been doing this and got caught multiple times. That means that this has been going on for a while.
Yeah.
And he needs help, you know? So I hope, that's all I really hope. Because, I mean, when you think of, like, there's just all the iconic images of him, you know, him in that mid-swing or him just right after the swing watching that ball. Like, when people think of golf, they think of Tiger Woods. Everybody emulates Tiger Woods.
Yeah, it wasn't doing nearly the ratings. It didn't have nearly the eyes on it before Tiger that it had. It doesn't mean that it didn't have good or great golfers, but, like, nobody was drawn to it like they were once he started playing.
Yeah. And that was...
the ratings reflect that.
His dad, too. That was another one of those cases where it can be said, like, his dad was harsh on him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And people, you know, could point to that and be like, damn. And potentially, I mean, look at the guy. But at the same time, look at the guy.
Yeah.
He became the face of the sport.
Yeah.
Like, literally, there's nobody that tops him at what he does. So there's something to be said for that.
Yeah.
And that was because his dad had him out there hitting golf clubs at like 3 fucking years old. Like,
well, yeah, he wanted to be the best of all time.
Man, that's tough because I feel like, too, that both of them would have such epic and interesting biopics. They have such interesting life stories. Like,
oh, yeah. I'm sure somebody's made a Tiger doc, right? No, I don't know.
I think I'm going to give the slight edge to Kobe Bryant still.
Okay.
But I do think that there's a lot to be said, you know, for Tiger Woods and what he's done for golf.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of crazy to think the poster boy of the sport that they hold so much elegance to.
Mm-hmm. It's so clean, so much money.
Has
higher
like
class,
that, you know? And it's probably because of that.
I'm sure
in a way, it almost kind of is like a reflection of that. It's like when you put when you hold people to such a pressure and such a high standard and such a you gotta be this all the time, they're gonna fucking crack.
I'm sure some fuckeries happen in some of these country clubs, to be honest with you.
Dude, forever.
Yes.
Some of these people, dude, some of these country clubs didn't let black people into like the 90s. So there's some fucked up history and all this.
But that's what I mean. I'm like, even though it is upper class.
And it's kind of wild too. I kind of respect that too, that Tiger Woods is a black guy. He's got black ethnicity and he's the top of golf. Because like for the longest time, they held golf away from black people. Yeah. It was like, oh, this is a white sport and there's an elegance to this. They can't play this, They kept him out of the country clubs and all this shit. And still within the 90s, whenever that was all just starting to kind of crack, he rose up to be like the fucking man, is like one of the youngest out there doing it. So that like gave him the longevity too, because he was able to do it into the 2010s. Which is just crazy. Kobe Bryant, man.
Yep. All right. We got 2 left here. Kobe has a good fucking
And
lead.
The crazy thing is, I wouldn't even say he's one of like my favorite athletes of all time.
Yeah.
But I obviously respect him quite a bit.
But what's interesting is, and like you do, but I've listed some of like the arguable or the definitive number 1s on here, and you've taken Kobe over.
I know. I almost, looking back to, I'm like,
not saying
so
you're
close
wrong.
With Phelps. Still with that.
But like Serena, Wayne is almost undisputedly the number 1 of basketball. And like Floyd, some people would say that's a joke because of blah blah. Fucking Muhammad Ali or whoever. I don't know. I mean, like, but greatest and best, like, Floyd can kind of flaunt, like, that he's got that record for sure. Nobody ever fucking beat him. And he made a fuckload of money.
He fought in a different class than Tyson and Ali, too.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. True. All right, 2 left here. And this will be interesting. All right. Next up, we've got Kobe Bryant or Jim Brown.
Oh, man.
I know.
Fucking icon. He's such an icon, though.
I had to throw another football one out there for sure.
And he just, like, he holds a special place, too, because I kind of love that era of football. Like, I just love old football.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of like a special place. But he was just a fucking athlete, too. That guy was, I'm pretty sure, like a multi-sport athlete in college and shit. Like, he was one that, if it was ahead of the time and he couldn't do it at the time, but, like, that guy should have been a multi-sport athlete, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, like Dion and Bo did it, but like I feel like he could have did it for sure. Cause he I think he was like a track dude.
Yeah.
I think he played baseball. Just like he definitely could have probably did something else professionally if he really like wanted to. But he was just like, especially in the era just ahead of his time. It almost felt like he was a man amongst boys.
Cleveland Brown. I knew this would be sort of a conflict of interest in ways too.
He's the Brown.
Yeah.
He's Jim Brown the Brown.
He's Jim Brown, yeah. I know somebody named Jim Brown, that's funny.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's kind of funny because when it comes to, like, kind of the classic players, like, too, with Otto Graham, he's another one. Like, he was a old, like, QB that was a Brown. And he's, like, kind of iconic, too. But Jim Brown's just, like, one of the coolest classic athletes. Just because, too, it was kind of like, it was a time when racial segregation was huge, too. And, like, he just kind of... he just broke barriers. He was ahead of his time, you know. He kind of like opened a lot of doors for that kind of like white people kind of like being like, oh, I'm gonna get behind this guy, you know, and with a black athlete in sports. The same can be said for like Jesse Owens, but that was a whole different thing.
Yeah.
When he ran track and field against Nazi Germany in the like 30s. Because that was crazy. Because that was like huge racial segregation and stuff still. But he was running for the USA.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a black athlete. And he was running against a blonde, white German in front of Hitler. And he fucking beat him. And it was like, America was like, fuck yes.
Yeah. I'm sure they fucking were. We should have been.
But yeah. But like that Jim Brown, like that same could be said, like it kind of like that opened up kind of football in a different light to white people.
What was his era like season to season? Like when did he start? When did he retire?
He was in his heyday was like the 50s.
Okay, I knew he was early on. Obviously, I didn't know how.
Yeah.
But I mean, once again, that's an old one on there. I didn't throw it back all that much on this list, too far.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jim, he's probably the oldest one.
Yeah, into the early 60s.
Okay. See, yeah, pretty much 50 to 70-ish. Or under that. Dominated, though.
Retired in 65.
Oh, yeah, dominated.
Yeah. Dominated on Syracuse. Dominated on the Browns.
Dominated.
3-time NFL MVP. NFL champion in 64. NFL Rookie of the Year. 8-time All-Pro. 9-time Pro Bowl. 8-time NFL rushing yard leader. 5-time NFL touchdown leader. Yeah. The man. Jim Brown, man.
You're going Jim Brown?
I'm going Jim Brown.
So
He's the Brown. Dude.
What does that put us at?
We're
6
still
to 3?
chasing that guy. Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah. No, for sure. And I kind of thought about that. I was like, it took some nuance and thought though, but you gave a good answer. Like a defined answer. All right. Next up and last, and I think honestly after this one we should pause it and take a piss.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Anyway, right after it. But next up and last, going into this, it is 6 to 3 in favor of Kobe Bryant, so he wins anyway.
Oh boy. Kobe Bryant's gonna win.
That's what he did,
Is he
man.
gonna win?
That's what he did. That's what he did really well. But his last and final opponent, the only other man on this list that is in his same respective sport, Michael motherfucking Jordan.
You're gonna do that.
Who he fucking looked up to, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Played against.
Yeah.
Played on the Olympic team with.
Yeah, that's tough because like I kind of was talking about with Kobe and how he was as an athlete, like the same can be said for Michael Jordan, you know, as an athlete, like he held himself to a certain standard and was competitive as hell and trained his ass off and just wanted to be the best at all times.
No, that was what he lived for. I have to be fucking number one.
And
Kobe too, though.
Yeah, there's something to be said for Michael that he has over Kobe, and it's nothing that even against Kobe because
Michael
wasn't even
changed
in his
sport.
control. Exactly.
Yeah.
Michael changed the sport.
Michael came along earlier.
It wasn't. It's just that was how it fell, and Michael was, and you know his story too is like it's one of triumph because he didn't get selected for the high school team and like.
And then his dad got murdered and he retired for like a year and a half, and then he came back and then he won 3 more championships.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah, the guy's. That's what I mean. He overcame a lot in his career too, and
first he changed it for athletes too with the shoe deal and everything, getting a piece of it. He changed all of that. He made basketball more global.
Jordans, Air
Jordans,
and
he changed the athlete and the sponsorship and getting a percentage of something that has your name on it.
Because Nike wanted them that bad, and it changed the game for Nike. It made Nike like a huge.
It's still
brand.
making a fuckload of money.
Because Nike wasn't the top shoe brand at that point, and it made them the brand basically.
Michael fucking Jordan, dude.
Yeah.
He's got power.
And it's so funny, too. You hear all the stories about how competitive he is and like, oh, that guy will bet on anything.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, every hole of golf he plays, he's like, oh, let's bet $500 on this hole. Yeah. We'll bet, like, money on every single
He'll do it on a card game in the back fucking room.
He'll make up a game to bet money on. He'll be like, oh, let's see, he'll, like, wad up a piece of paper. I think that was, like, some story that it was, like, whoever could flick. It was, like, when they were waiting the Academy Awards or something like that, he was, like, at something, and there was, like, him and a group of people in some room, and he's, like, he had a piece of paper that he wadded up, and he's, like, whoever could flick this to the furthest spot in the room wins the money. And it was like, he just like makes up some kind of way to bet money.
Yeah.
And play a game.
Oh yeah. No, he wanted your money in his pocket. That's what he wanted. He wanted you to know that you were bested at your own fucking game. It's just,
which in a way is so annoying. He would be annoying as a motherfucker.
You didn't have to fucking play
to be around. I'd be like, dude, can I just sit and chill for a little bit?
You didn't have to play.
But as an athlete, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like those kind of stories and like the stuff you hear about him and his training regimen and
how many people do you think
what he
playing
went
basketball
through
because of that guy?
Yeah, a whole lot. Yeah, he reached he made it global.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Half the eyes left after he retired. That's a fact. He was the man.
Yeah, he and that, he rubs some people the wrong way as a kind of a dick, but that's just because that's the character he has
an attitude.
He has to keep that shell too because he's Michael Jordan, man. He's got a competitive
He's
spirit.
Fucking relentless, yeah.
And he doesn't want to show weakness. That's just part of.
Dude, he was a trash talker on the court. But some of his trash talk was awesome, dude, because he would fucking always back it up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I gotta lean in favor of Jordan, but that's nothing taken away from Kobe, obviously.
That's fair.
Sing his praises.
6-4, Kobe Bryant wins the fuck out.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting start off to this iconic athletes category. And we will follow up with Elijah's list, and we'll be back in just a second. All right. Now, you took Kobe 6 out of the 10 there.
Yeah.
4 people out of favor.
Did quite well.
He did. Like an icon would.
And now you are in the hot seat.
All right. We'll see what happens here.
So, this is also taking it in a different kind of direction. Don't really know how you're going to take this one, but your main is going to be Conor McGregor.
Oh boy.
How you feel about Conor McGregor?
I mean, I think he did bring a certain level of must-watch TV, like when he was on there, because he sort of became a character, kind of like Floyd Mayweather did, like how they, we were talking about that earlier. And that's why their fight made it easy to sell, because they'd both be talking shit to each other. And, I mean, he brought, kind of like Ronda Rousey did too, like a certain level of people that wouldn't normally be watching to watch when they were at their hottest. You know what I mean? Like when they were all like
he
really
like
fucking dominating.
knew how to cut a promo for UFC.
Yeah. 100%.
Basically, like he sold the fights.
I thought about putting him on yours actually, and I didn't. But
who were you going for in that Mayweather McGregor?
I mean, you're always kind of wondering if something could happen for Mayweather to lose, but you know that it's like he's gonna play it safe and he's gonna make sure he doesn't get hit. He's gonna, you know what I mean? He's not gonna lose to this fucking guy. I was interested to see what could happen though, but I knew that if I was surprised it went 10 rounds, like that was insane.
Yeah.
You know?
That's how Mayweather kind of went at the end of his career, though. He wasn't really going for the takedown shot anymore. He just was trying to not get taken down. He was more trying to protect his record than anything else.
Yeah.
Even though I'm pretty sure that was exhibition, because like it was Conor McGregor's first fight. So, but even still, I was kind of interested to see if he could land some good shots in there, if he would get dropped by Floyd. You know, I didn't really know how it'd go. Could have went better. It's a little boring, but it was still kind of a cool showdown. Yeah. All right, so Conor McGregor in the hot seat. First up, we got Conor McGregor, or we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Legend for the Lakers. He kind of is like the Lakers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Magic Johnson, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Kareem was first.
You know. But they have had some legendary players.
No, they have,
for sure.
Like, they get a lot of the legends. Kobe's a Laker. You know, like, through and through. But it's like, yeah, it's just... I don't know, Kareem just... Again, he's kind of like an old school dude, but it was his era, man.
Yeah. Oh, he dominated. He had the scoring record for a long
70s,
time.
he just killed, dude.
A long time he had the scoring record. I'm probably going to lean in favor of Kareem, to be honest. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's not like I kind of respect that Conor brought a lot more eyes and money maybe to it for a period of time. But I wouldn't say like I'm the biggest fan of him either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really like hate him. I mean, I saw that it got announced that he's gonna come back for a fight. Actually, who's that supposed to be against?
I think it's Max Holloway, maybe.
Oh. Yeah, they're always putting Max up against somebody like that. I feel like, oh, who are we gonna put him against?
Let's feed him this guy.
Yeah.
Even though Max is like a good fighter.
Yeah. He does. It feels like he gets chosen for that who's coming back kind of fight.
So you took Kareem over Conor. He'd whoop his ass in that cage, you know?
Yeah.
Even though Kareem, I'm pretty sure Kareem's like Buddhist or Muslim. He's Muslim maybe, because I think he's like a big guy about like promoting peace and stuff. He's like, he seems like a pretty cool old guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild as an old guy though. He's like real tall.
Yeah.
Lanky old guy.
I always wonder about that. I'm like, man, their knees got to be killing them.
He's a little hunched.
Some of the old basketball players.
All right.
In every interview that Michael does, his like eyes are red as fuck.
Dude, I know.
Melvin said that to me too, and he's like, what the fuck
I think that
I'm like, I don't know.
I think that I heard that he might have some like condition or something.
It might be. Yeah.
That,
I mean, I love Michael anyway,
that.
but it's like, I did wonder that.
No, he's just ripped all the time.
He can be if he wants to be.
Yeah. Next up, we got Conor McGregor, or we got Sammy Sosa.
Oh, man. That's interesting. Sammy Sosa.
Dude, honestly, I always thought Sammy was sick as fuck.
Yeah, he is.
Like, him and McGuire, like, obviously McGuire was the hometown guy, but, like, Sammy was so cool, too. In his era. Like, he was just slapping the hell out of the ball, too.
Mm.
Do you see, like, recent stuff with Sammy? I don't know if it's the same
You told me about some
now anymore as it was, but, man, yeah, he was unrecognizable when I saw him, like, a few years ago. Yeah, I don't even know if it was, like... Because didn't they say his was that one...
I don't know.
There's that kind of disease, too, where it's like your skin can lose pigmentation. Maybe. That's a thing that happens, too. But I don't think Sammy Sosa was anything like that. He was, like... oh, I use this lightening cream on my skin. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you doing that?
Fuck. That's funny as fuck.
I don't know if it's still.
I think I'm gonna go in terms of iconic. I think I'm gonna go Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, I mean, Sammy's sick, dude.
No, dude, him and Maguire.
In the 90s, Sammy was a bad son of a bitch.
Whenever, like, they were getting hot, Barry Bonds was coming up too. Like, and Corey advocated for this, or he came on. It's crazy to think that's close to 100 episodes ago.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, that was iconic. Like, those guys brought so many eyes. Like, same thing. There was edginess to it. It was like producing home runs, hitting bombs, fucking going for the record. You know what I mean? And even though he was for the opposing team, Sammy Sosa on the Cubs, and I think he went to, like, maybe the Mariners towards the end of his career or something. I think he was still an icon. He was dope. Like, that shit, the doc that they did, but like with him in The Long Summer or whatever, with him and Maguire, like just smacking bombs, like that was so sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think like Conor did a lot for the UFC, but it was a flame that burned out pretty quickly. Too.
That's how it was gonna go with him, though. He was a crash course, man.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
was like. I mean, that was kind of his personality, though. You know. Like, he was an icon in the sport, and he brought so many eyes because he was that guy on the mic, and he could deliver in the ring. But, like, he was that guy for real, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, that was only going to last so long because he was just such a character. And kind of off the rails.
It was,
times,
yeah, it was going
know?
to kind of go off the rails. But, yeah, that's probably what I would say.
That's just, I saw.
That doesn't even make sense, dude. That doesn't even make sense. Nobody's gonna believe that you're the fucking guy that went toe to toe with Mark McGwire in 1998 looking like that.
Yeah, you look like a washed up, like, Cuban pop singer from, like, the early 2000s.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Was that the second one?
Yep.
All right.
Next up, it's not going to get much easier on Conor, so we'll see how this goes. We got Conor McGregor, we got John Daly. He's just a funny icon, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's his longevity.
Yeah.
Like, he was almost the opposite of Tiger Woods. Like, he was out there winning stuff as
out
well.
of shape and shit.
But Tiger was kind of like...
Because he's out of shape.
He was trying to be the pristine look of the sport athlete.
He was, man.
Delivering.
Mm-hmm.
And John Daly was literally out there smoking cigarettes and drinking Budweisers. And from Arkansas, like just slapping the piss out of the ball. Just having a great time. He knocked back like 16 beers on the course one time, he said. Like,
can you do that whenever you're doing
it? I don't know if you can anymore.
Yeah.
In the 90s, you probably could.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, because I definitely am more affiliated with kind of seeing some of Conor's run than what I know and if so of John Daly.
Yeah.
So I might have to lean in favor of Conor actually on that one.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say.
Toss him the bone.
I mean, not that I'm not entertained by John Daly. I still see some of his fucking videos and shit.
He's one of the more entertaining guys that, like...
yeah. He's a Happy Gilmore type, you know?
When I hear stories about him, I'm like, yeah, that's just entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
Like, that guy seems like he would just be hilarious to have an afternoon with.
Yeah.
Like, he was on a podcast. I forget what podcast. It might have even been the New Heights a while back, and he was like, oh, you know, if you guys are down here, come out. I'm always out at this bar. He's like just a local at the bar, you know, down there in Florida or whatever. He was like, at some point, I think, because he was like sponsored by Hooters at some point when he was like a golfer, and he like had a hotel or like an apartment in the back of a Hooters and shit that he had like built back there that was like near one of the PGA courses, and when they were in town he would just like stay there because when he wasn't golfing he would like be there eating wings and drinking beer and shit.
Yeah.
Just like he's that guy.
Oh yeah, he's a guy's guy. He's just enjoying life, man. Filthy rich, but just living the old Joe's life.
He's still kicking it, dude. Still smoking cigs like a chimney and shit.
I'm
too.
proud of him.
I mean, he's kind of at this
He's
point. I love the hell out of that he's still doing it because it's like that's John Daly. You know?
He's still doing it.
All right, so Connor's on the board.
Yep.
Next up, we got Conor McGregor, or we got Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What year did he actually end up retiring? Why did he retire? It feels like he retired kind of early, didn't he?
That happens to running backs all the time.
Yeah, it does. No, it does, for sure.
I feel like with him, too, it was like Marshawn was not that tall.
Yeah.
He was a shorter guy, but he was always, like, bulky.
Yeah.
And stout. So it's like the way that he ran, he was kind of rare. Like, he was like an angry runner. Like an angry running back. Like he had personal beef on the football field. It felt like guys would jump on his back and shit, and he'd keep running. Like he was that running back. That's just always what I remembered him for, and that was dope. But that's probably why his career wasn't as long, because he took that kind of damage. Like he would carry people with him and shit. But he was great.
Marshawn, yeah.
And he was like just kind of a fun character, wearing the grills and throwing back candy. When he'd get a touchdown, he'd just like pour back the Skittles.
He definitely was in the public eye for a while, like during his fucking run.
And whenever he kept getting in trouble for wearing they got the gold sparkled cleats, we're gonna fine you for that. Oh, you're doing this, we're gonna fine. And he came to the Super Bowl press conference and they would ask him questions. He just answered, "I'm just here so I don't get fined." That was the only answer he gave. "I'm just here so I don't get fined." It's what he kept answering to every question. He probably retired. No, he was stuck around a little bit after that because he went and played for the Raiders for a while because he grew up in Oakland and shit.
That's tough.
That was the thing, too. He always gave back to his community. I respected that about him. He'd go back to Oakland around the holidays and, give out shit all the time. Where he grew up. And, he's still one of those personalities you see.
He's still on a lot of the shows and stuff,
they
too.
keep... I think
he was actually on Bill Maher's podcast. It was, kind of awkward for, a little bit, just because they were trying to, understand each other. And it was
he's hilarious. Yeah, he's a different personality.
Oh, yeah.
His he had a documentary with, or an episode on Bear Grylls, too. And that was, super interesting, because them two interacting, it's that makes no sense, but it worked.
Yeah.
Because he was not that kind of guy. He's he grew up in the projects and shit. He wasn't about the wilderness. And Bear Grylls is all "Oh, we gotta hunt this boar and spear it and all this shit." He's what the fuck are we doing out here?
Dude, Marshawn Lynch, man, he loves the titty bars and all that shit, though. He was talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine a lot of those NFL stars, dude.
He was
I mean, it's funny
he's
because
still
the NFL
in that personality.
Clean cut married guys, and then it's kind of off the hinges party guys. They're but it's funny because the NFL feels like one of those sports where they really bring together all the different aspects of walks of life when it comes to, if you look at an NFL team, it is so vast.
Yeah.
It's there's some white kids that came from super great upbringings, like Fernando Mendoza, it's you look at him and it's that guy, he just seems like a great kid.
Yeah.
Oh, he was raised by Christian parents in the suburbs, and you got that guy. And then you got Marshawn Lynch, who was raised in the ghetto in Oakland and came from Michael Irvin. Same thing, 10 siblings or some shit, you know, in the ghetto in Florida and rose up from nothing. Like, but because those guys had those upbringings, like Marshawn and Irvin specifically, because we're talking about them, like, when they get to achieve the success that they always dreamed of achieving for themselves, for their families, and like actually becoming that guy, it goes off the rails because they never could have imagined having that. You know,
you have to. It kind of like, not to mention Breaking Bad, but I will throw it out there real quick with what Gus said when we invited Jesse to his house. He's like, the sentiment of what he meant made a lot of sense. He's like, well, you've got questions, and he's like, one must learn how to be rich. This is why this applies. He's like, being poor, anyone can manage. Like, push comes to shove. Maybe not anyone, that's vague. But a lot of people will learn what to do and what to cut out and what to, if they are struggling, times and stuff. And I'm like, that makes sense because being rich is pretty dangerous too if you can't manage your fucking money. You know what I mean?
Especially so these young NFL athletes.
Exactly. So tying that into each other.
You're 20 years old and you never had money.
Yeah.
And now you're getting millions of dollars in a contract.
Dude, these guys, Kobe...
That's why some athletes now are actually, like, they coach classes over that shit.
These
and, like,
guys...
trying to teach these young people, like, dude, because people are going to try to take advantage of you and fuck you
Kobe
over.
and LeBron came into the fucking league when they were 18 years old. And, like, they fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were not... It wasn't too much longer to where they you were required to take at least a year in college ball before you came to the NBA. But like Kobe and LeBron both had to do that, and it's like if you were great, you were dealing with a lot of shit at once because once you got your contract, which didn't take very long anyway, because they knew what kind of star you were coming out of college.
People were coming from counties over to watch him play in high school and shit. That would be too much pressure way too early. Like, dude, you're like 17 and you got people like flooding the school you're playing at to watch you play. It's like, I can't even imagine shit like that, you know?
Yeah. And they went right from fucking high school basically into the NBA. Insane. That's insane. So, like, huge target on your back.
But if you really look at it, those are two examples where it worked out. Those guys made it work.
Yeah.
And, like, handled it.
They did.
But you see it with certain, and it feels like it does happen in the NFL a lot, you know? Because I don't know if that has to do with just the way the sport is, too. Like, the physicality of the sport and the nature of it, you just get, you get more wild characters, bro. You know? That's just part of it, too, I think. But yeah, it really is a shame, and I'm glad that there is people that are kind of like taking the seat, the reins, and trying to like coach athletes that are getting contracts, like how to sort of maneuver it.
Yeah.
Because there was a long era, I feel like, where they, people didn't have that.
Oh yeah, no, and it's good that like college players get paid and everything now too. And
see,
like,
with musical artists and everything, like when you get one big album or whatever, it's like, who knows what's gonna happen then? You're gonna party all your money away, and now you're fucked. If you don't invest it right, or like try to actually make yourself as a personality and a figure and a face work while you have that spotlight.
Yeah, you gotta fucking monetize it ASAP.
Yeah. If you're gonna, especially now.
Oh yeah.
More than ever. So Marshawn Lynch or Conor McGregor? Tough one for you.
Well, like it is tough because like Conor did bring a lot of attention that wasn't on the UFC once he was there and promoting himself. You know what I mean? And like of course the the fucking NFL is always going to get pretty much fantastic ratings no matter what for the most part. Even though I have a lot of admiration for Marshawn also, I don't know. That's weird though. It is a weird hard one. I might lean in favor of Marshawn Lynch actually by a little bit though.
All right.
I was close to taking, but I don't know. That's one that you definitely don't think to compare. You know.
Yeah.
It's really hard to quantify that.
All right. So 3-1 out of favor of Conor McGregor. Next up, we got Conor McGregor, or we got, brought her up momentarily earlier, Simone Biles.
She's obviously like the most accomplished gymnast of all time, like in the Olympics, maybe.
Yeah, for America, for sure.
Damn.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is she like keeps coming back. Like the last Summer Olympics, she came back and won more gold, and that was after having to miss the one before that when it was played. I think it was somewhere in China, because she was taking Adderall or something like that. I think it was Adderall, and that was seen as an illegal substance.
Yeah,
by their board.
It shouldn't be if you have a prescription though.
Yeah, and she did, but they wasn't allowed
That's
or something like
insane.
that, so she wasn't able to compete.
Yeah,
which is kind of crazy. But
well, and I know she took that like mental health break or whatever. She was going to compete in some of the events or it might have been like a team thing. I'm not sure what it was exactly, but I know that happened
I kind
too.
of remember that too. Yeah, and then the last Summer Olympics, she came back and won more. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure she plans on at least coming back for this one. Otherwise, it would have probably hurt otherwise. She's still decently young, and she was another one. Like those Olympians, man, you can just start young. If you get in there freaking when you're able to qualify at like 16, you're going to be able to qualify for like 4 Olympics. If not more, if you keep yourself in great shape.
Yeah. I might give that one to Conor actually by a little bit because of his influence. But I respect like Simone Biles' ability, obviously. But it's like he actually
definitely like the great of her sport.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's kind of like the Serena thing. It's just like there's something about it though, because even when I was watching some of the Conor promos and the stuff that he would say, like it made me want to watch. You know what I mean? I was kind of like, man, like there's something, and it's like that wrestling aspect.
They definitely
to it,
just
where they're talking you into the seats, like they're talking you into. You're like, oh, I'm gonna have to fucking watch this, and like it's not even about ability. It's just like about your marketing and the attractiveness to like what you're selling. You know what I mean? And. But I mean, I did want to watch them, and I did kind of after that. Like, I know we were watching some in Florida because Hector was like a big UFC fan. Loved Conor for a while at least. He might still, but I might take him slightly.
He was the UFC,
but I do respect that she's the most, especially in her respective sport. You know.
Oh yeah,
in the Olympics and worldwide. She's
also married to an athlete, and she's just like overshadows him when it comes to like her ability and what she did for her sport. All right, so 3-2 out of favor. Next up, we got Conor McGregor. We got Alex Rodriguez.
Damn. Well, see, just like with Randy Johnson and Ken Griffey Jr., I have a lot of memories of watching Alex Rodriguez. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like the Yankees played the Cardinals whenever Alex was on that team. Like I think in like 04, 05, and we saw.
I always liked A-Rod too. Honestly, I just thought he was a badass player.
He was.
You know?
No, he was great, and he like started on the Mariners, and then he went to the Yankees, and that was like his identity.
Well, he was a Ranger too.
Yeah. No. Maybe okay, that's what it was. Maybe I was wrong about the Mariners.
Maybe wasn't he a Mariner?
No, I don't know. I don't know if he was before that. It might have just been them.
Yeah.
Because he was already doing great there.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, like, the Yankees, oh, we'll sign you.
Mm-hmm.
And then he became the man.
That was that era.
And they had Jeter and A-Rod.
And that's why people hated A-Rod. Jeter was a little respected because he
was the
drafted there,
guy.
and he was Captain Yankee. But it was like...
There was like the Mantle and Maris thing to some...
But although they ended up... A-Rod got drafted there. And I mean, yeah, New York liked him, but the rest of the league was like, fuck this dude. He went there, he sold out, he's a fucking Yankee. And I mean...
But now
he
nobody
still was
really
a
cares.
badass, though, over there. I just remember that being a thing of childhood, though.
Yeah,
like people
yeah.
being like, fuck him.
He was great, though. He talked some shit, too. Like, whenever they had some Red Sox games in, like, 04, 03, 05.
He got in fights. And
he did. He was like, fuck you, motherfucker, to, like, Ivan Rodriguez. No, whoever the pitcher was. And it was just like...
That was that bloody brawl, wasn't it?
Yeah. He literally said, fuck you, motherfucker, to the pitcher, whoever it was. It wasn't like, damn, I can't think.
There was an era where I remember getting, like, as a, like, younger kid, like, the Sports Illustrated for kids when I was, like, 8, 9, 10, 11, probably that era. And it was, like, they were comparing, it was, like, oh, the top 2 players in the league. And it was, like, a side-by-side comparison breakdown thing. And it was Albert Pujols, Alex Rodriguez. And I was like, there was an era where those were the, like, seen as, okay, these are, like, the top power hitters of the league. They were kind of like neck and neck. I would say Albert was probably a little better. It's probably a little biased because St. Louis guy.
I think he was too.
I mean, A-Rod was... He was the man too, though.
It was probably it might have been like Kurt Schilling or somebody like that he... I don't know who it was, but he had to fight with somebody like that was on the Red Sox. Then they had Tim Wakefield with that fucking knuckleball. Tim Wakefield, and they had Pedro Martinez.
Yeah, dude, Pedro Martinez came out and beat the fuck out of an old man. That was that fight. It was like, remember that shit? It was like the Red Sox pitching coach or some shit. He fucking started punching his ass and threw him to the ground. It's like, that guy's like 84. You're throwing him around.
That was when they had Johnny Damon, David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez,
look that up.
Pokey Reese, Kevin Miller, Jason Varitek, the catcher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
That was a good team.
Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz, that's lethal as fuck. No, that's crazy, man. Wait, who is this one?
This is when Pedro Martinez fucking punched an old guy.
No.
Like, look at that shit.
Oh, God. No, that's funny. Pedro Martinez is funny as fuck. Have you ever seen him?
That's like 80, bro. He's like 30, fucking tossing that guy on the ground and shit. That's insane. Looking at that from a modern perspective as an adult, it's like, come on.
That's what he did then. That's crazy. Pedro. No, he fucking... He was pretty cool, though.
Oh, yeah.
He was like a funny analyst.
He's a great pitcher.
Who is this one?
A-Rod.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to take A-Rod.
All right. Next up, we got Conor McGregor, or we got... This is kind of interesting, because I know you respect him, but you talk a lot of shit, so we'll see.
Uh-oh.
Conor McGregor or LeBron James.
Oh. Talk a lot of shit. No, I just say he's not fucking better than Michael Jordan.
Well, I mean,
he talks so much shit.
Yeah.
No, because of the flopping.
He should retire.
Because of the flopping and the, I can't, cramps. It's like, then you shouldn't fucking be out there.
Let's be honest. You want to see the Lakers fail because you want to see LeBron fail.
No, they're going to fail anyway because there's no way they can keep up with any of the top, like, even 8 teams in the league. They can't.
I mean,
even with Austin
you
Reeves.
might know a little better than me.
Even with Austin Reeves, even with Luka Doncic.
Which is Luka even, like, is he doing shit all the time? Is he even out there all the time?
I mean, he's unhealthy, so he's gotten hurt and gotten sick, and Reeves was just hurt too. Like, literally, LeBron is the only one on the fucking court for a minute because, but it's like he can't do it by himself, certainly not
especially
41
not
years
now.
old. But I respect LeBron's ability.
Guy's played forever.
I'm gonna take, surprisingly or not, I'm gonna take LeBron over Connor.
He's
been
in the league since I've been in like first grade.
He's been in the league since 2003.
Yeah, that's insane.
Since the year Michael retired.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
The longevity, like I said, like
it is.
I was like 7.
Yeah.
When that dude got in the league, that's nuts.
So I respect him from that standpoint. Like, I know he's put in the work. I just think some of the load management stuff is dumb as fuck because people pay a lot of money to go see these NBA games, and some of the stars, are like, I'm not going to play tonight. We're not going to. It's just like, dude, people paid for their family of 4 like $1,200 to be here.
They don't give a fuck.
It's like, dude, no, I know, but it's fucking insane. It's like some of the. And, like, I don't think Steph Curry
These
really does it.
athletes don't give a fuck.
But, like, some of the, it's fucking insane, though. And
especially
I'm like, I think that's overrated.
Dude. They just don't.
But in this circumstance.
The owners don't gotta make them care. It's like, I feel like basketball, that's the thing. And I'm not, like, a huge watcher of it, but it's like, part of that is the reason. It almost feels like that's the league where it's just like, rich athletes who don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're like, the players aren't out there playing every game.
Just to get the best draft picks. So
yeah, teams tank
easily,
like a little over halfway
they're
through
trying
the
to do
season.
something about that now, though, finally.
Yeah, it just feels like it's kind of like one of those leagues, like,
yeah,
you don't got to watch half this shit. You know?
Well, now the Lakers aren't even in it anyway, and it's the Final Four, and it's, who knows what's going to happen. Maybe the Knicks get it done. Maybe the Thunder repeat. Maybe the Cavs or Spurs surprise everybody.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We shall see. So you took LeBron for the win, though.
Yep.
All right. Let it be known.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might be the only time here that he says a good word about him. Next up, we got Conor McGregor, or we got Sidney Crosby. Again, he's like kind of one of our generation, one of the biggest badass hockey players. It's him and Alex Ovechkin that kind of like dominated the league.
Yeah, for
throughout
sure.
Our childhood and upbringing.
Oh, yeah.
Always a Penguin, too. He like never left, I don't think.
I might have to give that one to Sidney Crosby by a little bit, actually.
He was one too that kind of.
By a little
I think
bit.
he's retired now. I'm pretty sure he's retired now, but like, he was one that you wouldn't necessarily think of it because he was always a goal scorer, but like, he was a little scrappy.
Yeah.
He was a little more protected though. Like he kind of had enforcers that kind of like had his back because it was known we don't want him getting fucked up because he is the goal scorer.
Yeah.
You know?
So he was more protected in that, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to say that though.
Alex Ovechkin, he's out there still fucking doing it. He's gray haired and shit.
How old is he now? Fucking old?
He's got to be in his 40s.
Damn.
I would think, because he's been going at it a lot, like, since I've been a kid, too. Now he is 40. Yeah, this was Ovechkin this year.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's been going at it for a minute.
So you took Sidney Crosby for the win.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Next up, Connor's got a couple wins in there.
He does. He was just he was a big fire that burned out real fucking quick, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not always about the longevity.
No,
either.
No,
like you can, because like,
look
he
at
had
Stone
a massive
Cold's fucking career, but it's like it's not. Connor's was even shorter than that. It's like his peak and everything.
But that's
like
just
he
how,
drew a lot
how
of
it
fucking
goes
money
with fighters in certain aspects too. Like especially in the UFC, like they kind of beat you down and then hang you out to dry a little bit.
It feels like right after the peak, like they're ready for your fucking downfall.
Yeah. which they haven't really found their next outlet yet. It's kind of becoming real American freestyle. If these guys can learn to wrestle, or they have a wrestling background, like some of them are going to that.
Mm-hmm.
Now it seems like. But, I mean, that's not bad either. It's something.
Yeah.
And it'll draw some intrigue to that, because people, if they're a fan of those guys, will be like, oh, I'll check that out, you know? But yeah, I mean, the impact that he had on the sport, even though, yeah, his flame burned out relatively quick, but he was undeniable too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like what the
no,
revenue
he
he
drew a
brought
fuckload of
to
yeah.
the
He
UFC.
drew a fuckload of attention to the sport, and like
There's probably no fighter that drew more revenue like per fight than he did.
Yeah.
Ever.
And then he just kind of started doing what he wanted after that, and he's like, I want to fight Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, well, that was after he fucked up the UFC boss because he was pissed off about something, and again, that felt like some wrestling heel shit.
That was a while ago, man. That was a long time
dude,
ago now.
That feels like storyline. Like this guy's throwing stools through bus windows. This is fucking wrestling. Are you kidding me? Like. All right. Next up, I think we brought him up just momentarily before on the podcast, but he was kind of a impactful figure at times in our childhood as well for Olympians. Conor McGregor or Shaun White. Big Red.
I know. I remember watching Shaun White in like all the X Games and shit like that. The Winter Olympics where he's like a snowboarder. The Summer Olympics where he was like
the snowboarder.
The X Game, the X Game skateboarder too.
Yeah.
He was a multi-talented fucking dude.
He just, and like when you looked at him, you're like, yeah, that guy.
I wouldn't have even thought to put
Shaun
Shaun
White
White
up
on
on a
here.
board.
That's interesting.
He coaches the snowboarding teams for the Olympics now.
Does he?
Because I saw him out there for the men and women. Like when they were running their courses, they like would show the coaches before they ran for each of the guys and girls, and it was Shaun White up there with like a couple other people and shit. But he was like the head guy. I'm like,
Shaun White.
Like if you can get anybody to coach the Olympic team, it should be him.
Oh yeah. Damn. That's tough too. Because it's like I can recognize what Conor brought to it, and then meanwhile, like I do have a lot of childhood memories of watching Shaun White, like in those X Games and snowboarding and stuff, you know. And I mean, he was a talented son of a bitch, man.
Yeah. Could shred.
That's tough.
That was definitely what Shaun White would say too, with shred. I could definitely see him using the terminology shred.
Yeah, he was cool though, man.
He looks so different now too, with like the clean cut compared to like the mop that he had, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I haven't seen him recently. I don't think.
If you don't like know the clean cut kind of looking Shaun
I
White.
Maybe and just didn't think about it, but I just
Shaun White.
He always looked awesome with his fucking crazy red hair, man.
Yeah.
Shaun White.
I mean, he still looks good. That was the Shaun White you're probably thinking.
Yeah.
The man. Yeah.
Oh boy, he's probably really cleaned the fuck up now.
It was like a side by side. I'll zoom in. He looks good though.
Yeah, he does. He's trying to be a more mature boy.
Yeah. I mean, he is. You know, he's an older guy now. He's not a young man anymore. He's still a young man. He still looks like a young man.
He still looks pretty damn good. Yeah.
He's 39. So. Still relatively young.
He still could be doing the shit. Man, that's tough.
Yeah, it's kind of out of left field one.
I know. I didn't think about that at all. because it's like it's leaning into more of my childhood nostalgia of watching him fucking go, and then or like versus kind of whenever I started to understand things a little better, like Conor and Conor's influence on UFC. So it's tough.
Yeah.
I might have to roll with Shaun White.
I mean, I don't blame you. I like Shaun a lot.
I know.
And I mean, even still, I like him just as a personality and because I kind of just, I grew up on him.
Yeah.
So it's like, I still follow him.
I
know what he's up to.
Conor, it's tough, man. It's tough.
Remember, he was like Shaun White, and like, it was probably like whenever the Winter Olympics were, like 08 or 06 or whatever it was, whatever year that was. Mm-hmm. He was like a sponsor of some shit, like a cereal and like a gum. And I remember I like had to have that shit at that time because I'm like, fucking Shaun White, son.
Yeah.
I wanted.
He was so talented. Stuff he would do. Skateboarding and snowboarding and being like in the Olympics and shit or the X Games or whatever, for both. That's crazy.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing on a board, man.
Mm-hmm. How many we got left?
One more.
Oh shit. Conor, he has not done great.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some names on here though. They've all been names, so that's the thing. Last but not least, another whether it be post career or not, controversial, nonetheless, I guess, figure. But during my childhood, I would say probably him and Randy Moss, my first favorite football players of all time. Conor McGregor or Brett Favre.
I thought about putting him on your list. But, of course, he probably would have beaten Kobe for you.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, too, is it's tough because, like, I recognize that Brett isn't maybe, like, when you look at the, like, proper mechanics of, this is what somebody look at as a clean and polished quarterback to be, it wouldn't be Brett Favre necessarily. He threw a lot of picks. He was sloppy as fuck sometimes. He was a guy like Josh Allen that would like run outside the pocket and like just try to make some shit work even when there was nothing to make work. It's like, just let it die. And he would just do some dumb shit.
He was the fucking Iron Man.
But it was like, that dude took some nasty hits, man. He was in that era too, like just knowing that he was going to take some of the hits he was going to take and still like running, scrambling around, buying time and trying to make some shit happen the way he did a lot. Like, he was fun as fuck to watch.
Yeah.
And he didn't miss a game for fucking like over 10 seasons or some shit. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah. No, he was.
We looked it up on here one time, I think, but it was. There's nobody that is ever going to come close
to the amount of games he like played consecutively.
Games played streak 299.
Oh my god.
That's never gonna happen.
No. They should have fucking tried to make it to 300. That's insane. That's a lot of games, man.
Yeah.
That's more than 10 seasons, right?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be, right?
Yeah.
And that depends on... It depends on what the source you look at, because, okay, this says...
And is it talking about playoff games or not?
It says including 297 regular season games, so I wonder if 99 was, maybe that was that season that They went to the playoffs in 2007, and the Giants took them out.
That was horse shit.
And that was whenever the Giants beat the Patriots when the Patriots were undefeated that year. Yeah, they took out the Packers in Lambeau. Well, it says 321 consecutive starts, including the playoffs.
Yeah.
So 297 regular season, 321 if you include the playoffs.
That's
that he was in.
24 more games?
Because I mean that was during his run when he went to the
yeah.
Super Bowl and all that shit. He didn't miss any of that shit. But listen to his touchdown to interception ratio. This is what I'm talking about. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, in my opinion, just because of I grew up on him, you know? So there's some bias there, but, like, he is a name that everybody knows, too.
Yeah.
508 touchdown passes to 336 interceptions.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fuckload.
He was the gunslinger, you know? He was going to throw that ball.
Yeah. No doubt about that. That being said, I think I'm going to go in favor of Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, like, I don't know, I appreciated what he brought to the table, and, like, you know, like I said before, I did grow up reading books and stuff about Brett Favre, the Packers, Vince Lombardi, and, like, a lot of their history and stuff, and, like, I learned about him, and I watched a documentary on Brett, and I knew that he had a controversial, like a lot of athletes do and can have, too. I mean, if you look at anybody's life on a microscope, you can fucking make anything into a big story if you want to. You know what I mean? It's just like, but also, like, I know they did things that are like, oh, okay, well, you know. But it's like, especially taking into consideration what he did for the Packers and, like, what he did for Green Bay. And just, even, like, when he played for the Vikings, like, didn't he just kill it that season he fucking went there and shit, too?
Well, he went from the Packers to the Jets for a year.
Yeah. Like Aaron went to 2. But
he went to the to the Vikings for 2 after the Jets. And yeah, I mean, he was still good, even then.
He got into the playoffs, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fucking lit it
One
up
of the
and
years.
shit.
I think, the first year he was on the Vikings, he went to the playoffs.
Just a machine, though.
Yeah.
And like a real fucking football player, you know? A Wrangler jeans boy!
Yeah, he's a tough dude, for sure.
Yeah.
That's something you can't take away from the guy. I mean, he was beat the fuck up. There's no way you're playing that many games in a row in the NFL and you're not feeling fucking hurt some of those games.
Oh, yeah. He had to prove, man, that he was the man.
Yeah.
That he was a tough son of a bitch.
I mean, yeah, that was the era, too, where they let guys play with shit. They wouldn't let you play with some of that stuff now.
Mm.
Like, they let guys play with concussions. They let guys play with broken ribs. They let guys play with, like, real shit. You know what I mean? It was like, as long as it was like, oh, if you could tape it up and you could feel sustainable, like you could do it, they'd send you out there.
Mm. Tape it up!
Like quarterbacks, especially. Like, because they didn't want to lose the quarterback if they didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, you broke a rib. You think we could throw some tape on there, some ace wrap on there, and some icy hot, and send you back out?
No, he toughed it out, man, and I definitely will give him his due in that regard. But I don't know. I definitely have a level of respect for Conor for like what he brought to UFC and like how he changed the game. But yeah, putting it up against, you know, it just kind of depends. And some of these I would consider taking him over, but yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Tough one. Tough outing.
He got beat up. It was like going against Khabib in there for him, man.
It was, yeah. Khabib, man. He didn't fucking lose to nobody.
Yeah,
he retired. He was like 29-0 or something.
Khabib posted that picture. Like, Conor announced that he was like coming back to the UFC, and it's like there's no coincidence that Khabib posted a picture like a few hours after that announcement of like the image of him just choking Connor the fuck out like in the ring.
That's funny as fuck. Well, is it time for an old break?
Yeah.
Come back in with some movie reviews and further movie swaps and some good, the bad, and the shits.
Yep.
Stick with us, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back. This is episode 230, and we'll be back momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Casting the Spotlight, episode number 230, and it is now time for the movie swap segment portion of the show here, right after the mid-tro. And this past week, we just watched Oppenheimer and the movie Heathers, and it was quite an interesting week again.
Yeah.
Of film watches.
Definitely a different pairing.
Yeah. It's always fun to see like what gets put up with what, you know.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah, I guess we can start with Oppenheimer since that's what we watched.
Yeah.
To start.
So.
Yeah, that was. I mean, obviously, I knew who Oppenheimer was and kind of his. Like, I've seen clips of the real guy and stuff like that in documentaries and whatnot. Like, he kind of headed the Manhattan Project in Los Alamos, and it was like that was kind of his thing. The atom bombs and nuclear energy and power But just seeing kind of the whole breakdown of all of it was interesting, and just kind of the historical, like, real, like, just how things played out. The fact that he went to Germany. Wasn't it Germany where he went to go learn more about nuclear fission and energy, and he wanted to do more hands-on work that he couldn't do in America yet because they didn't have those teachings?
Yeah, because I think they asked him about his history, and they were suspect that something in his past like would make him, oh, well, you did this, so you're kind of the imperfect.
It was kind of interesting though that he went over there and studied before all the war and stuff, and he studied with Heisenberg.
Yeah,
they studied together. And then they were developing atom bombs for the opposite sides at the same time during the war. It's almost like you can't. Sometimes the way history plays out, it's almost like greater than fiction. You know what I mean? It's like Jesus Christ. Like, you can't write stories like that. Like,
no.
These guys literally studied together, and then even the British professor guy that taught the both of them came to Oppenheimer after he'd seen Heisenberg, because he's like, oh, it was scary. He tried to recruit me.
Mm-hmm.
It was scary seeing one of my star pupils, working for the Nazis. And Oppenheimer's like, well, what did he have? And he was kind of telling him, oh, they're doing putting water under pressure, and they had already tried the water theory and it didn't work, so they were moving to putting air under pressure, And Oppenheimer was like, hell yeah, because he knew they were one step ahead of him then, because he's like, we already tried the water method and it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of funny, they were just star brains against each other basically on these projects,
Yeah, happening at the same time and trying to outdo one another to make it first.
Make it first with this weapon of ultimate destruction.
Oh yeah, no, and that was one of the things that Einstein was saying in there, and it's not just a new weapon, it's a new world. It changes everything we know about war and tactics of war. If there's something that's powerful on anybody's side,
Yeah, it's this is not a weapon you can just use in war. This is you cannot use these unless it's very extreme circumstances, and one will not be delivered back, because you can't start that.
Yeah, because everybody has allies, and then everybody would be at each other's throats defending their allies.
Yeah, that's the thing. People have the power for that now, and have developed bigger and bigger and bigger bombs and weapons since then, but it's you cannot be going down that road. You cannot just be wiping shit.
Yeah.
It would be the end of the world.
Even like that test scene that they had in there, like of how like the light travels faster than sound, and then you really hear it once the scene kind of, you know what I mean? After you see it like impact, I was like, holy shit! Like in the theater, like, of course, like it's kind of like what I was saying during the movie. I was like, this movie definitely was made for like the theater, and some of Christopher Nolan's movies feel like that anyway, just because they're like massive productions, you know.
Yeah.
But it wanted you to feel the experience, like the weight of them creating that. I feel like the movie really wrote on the consequence of that, like for better and worse, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was the thing too with Oppenheimer, was he developed it, helped develop it, was the head of it, of that team, and then once it happened and once it got dropped, he felt extreme regret over it, over his creation, and like begged them, basically the government, like, don't even go further in nuclear power and like study, just let it go, that's it, because they wanted him to like kind of help develop the H-bomb and stuff, and he's like, let's just be done. And they're like, this is gonna move on without you, whether you wanted to or not. That was kind of the end of that. It was kind of like Einstein told him, like Einstein even said, he's like, oh, because he was that guy at that point. And he's like, oh, eventually your ideas are going to become part of the past. And they're going to shelve you away and hand you medals and give you ceremonies and dinners and talk to you and shake your hand, but you're never going to be part of those important meetings, working on the important work again. You're going to be the old guy in the room.
Yeah.
That was the respected scientist, but he's the man of the past. And then sure enough, it was like Einstein said that to him, and then like the end of the movie, it was him. He was the old guy in the White House, and it was like he was eating cake and stuff. It was like a ceremony. They were like giving him a medal and shit.
They almost just kind of give you props and like send you about your way. They're like, all right, we recognize you, and then they just kind of want you to walk away,
Yeah. I mean, at that point, it was past. He knew it, like it.
He was alive for a long fucking time, man. It felt like, at least the eras felt like that.
They also railroaded the fuck out of Oppenheimer. Like they tried to find a reason to fuck him over.
Oh yeah, that was absurd.
It was like they were bringing up stuff from a long time ago, or just affiliations he had with people. It wasn't even like him personally. It wasn't like, oh, you were part of the Communist Party at this point, blah, blah. It was like, oh, you slept with this person that was a part of the Communist Party this year at this time. It was like, what?
I know. They tried to nitpick and look into every crook and crevice of like his situation.
That would be the thing that would fuck you over at that point in time.
Because you're gonna have something that they're gonna be like, well,
especially just affiliating with somebody, rubbing shoulders with somebody that close, It's just kind of like they were trying to basically tear him apart, though. In there, that was all they were going for.
Yeah, they were. So Oppenheimer.
Robert Downey Jr.'s character's like whole point of doing that was he just wanted to like demoralize him, basically. Yeah. It's like, oh, we're gonna get this.
He's like, we're gonna shred you.
This great lawyer on the case that's gonna like point out every fucking single thing and try to make him look like shit.
He did, like, he's played that character in a lot of shit, I think. Like, just, Downey just fucking going after the person. Like, Zodiac, he was, like, really after the case and stuff, too. Like, he played that character. I guess he was the same thing, though. It was, like, it was, like, a biopic thing.
Yeah.
But
And they like always, oh, we got the Zodiac Killer like 4 fucking times.
I know.
It was the mailman. Meanwhile,
They said
the
it was-
mailman's just like, what the fuck?
They said it was Arthur Lee Allen, man.
It was that one guy like 4 years ago. Thought they found the guy that did
That
it
was,
or
I feel like
some
that was horse shit.
Did you
They're
remember
just,
that?
they tried to like give closure to it, so they just found somebody. You think he's still alive? Come on.
That was him.
No.
It's just this guy that was a retired teacher. He's like, what?
Oh my god.
I served
We
my
got
community
another-
well.
They like say they got another note or something by him.
Like, fuck you, you're going to jail. All I did was teach history.
They're never gonna. I don't buy that at all. That's insane. They tried to say, "Oh yeah, it's him now."
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's like, it is kind of like head scratching. I guess with modern DNA, like there would be more evidence you could take out, like theoretically, but I don't know. It's just that almost feels like one of the things like Jack the Ripper. Like it's just not gonna. It feels like more likely to get solved because it's newer, but it also doesn't feel like it's going to. Because there's so many of them since then have been solved, and that one didn't. So
They don't know enough. I think they were trying to put closure on the case, but
yeah,
I don't think the public bought it either.
no.
Everybody's just kind of like, eh.
I guess, man.
I think it was Arthur Lee Allen.
Well,
when
that
he
was
got killed.
also
He had a
around-
heart attack right before this shit.
Yeah.
Right before they were gonna like interview him again or detain him or something.
When they brought up the other guy that was the killer, that was around the time they found that Gilgo Beach guy, I think, too.
Mm.
So he kind of like stole the news. How'd they not? That's what I didn't understand either. I'm like, we're in this era.
Yeah.
How the fuck did this guy exist? We got a serial killer now that's hiding bodies at the same beach and shit.
Is there?
How did nobody find that guy? The Gilgo Beach
Yeah.
guy. They found him, but it wasn't like, it was like 2022 or some shit. It's like, what? Guys just in Long Island burying bodies on the beach and nobody's fucking, what are we talking about? Oh, he was like I don't even know, he like helped remodel homes or some shit. I don't even know.
I don't know. So he was killing people into the 2020s?
He got caught, like, I think it was maybe it might have been a murder from the 2010s that was committed. But there was multiple bodies buried at that beach that were tied to him, all of them, basically. And it was like, yeah, 2022 that, like, they found one or DNA. It was, yeah, I think that they found a body and they were suspecting this guy. This is some crazy shit. I'm pretty sure this is how it happened. Is he, like, had a pizza at lunch at work. He, like, stopped in and got a pizza on the go. And he threw the box in the trash with the crust. And the cops came and got the box. And they got his DNA that way. Because they were watching him. And they fucking tied it back to it. And they tied it back to, like, all of them and shit.
The fucking pizza box.
He got fucked over by his lunch break.
That's fucking crazy.
Modern DNA, you know?
But as we were talking about going to see The Odyssey, you know, obviously threw out a Christopher Nolan one for you. One that I hadn't seen since the theater, so that was pretty fun to go back and watch.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty fun watch for sure. You can definitely tell it was like a cinematic experience, you know?
Yeah.
As Christopher Nolan movies are. It was a film, as one could say. A film in the truest of terms. But it was cool because, like, I kind of knew the story of Oppenheimer as well, but, like, it was very in depth with just that whole story. It was more of that story than it was like a war story.
Yeah,
it
was
wasn't
just
really a war
a piece
story.
of the war. Yeah, for sure.
It was kind of like a drama biopic in a way about a historical biopic about Oppenheimer and about
all the
development of
significance,
the bomb. And
yeah, all the
Los
significant
Alamos.
events of his life.
Yeah. But yeah, it was very intriguing, for sure. Like, it definitely felt like it went by quick for like a 3-hour movie. Well acted. Oppenheimer, though, man, he was, he seemed like a little bit of an abrasive motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't necessarily the greatest guy. But that's the thing. So we were kind of talking about
crazy.
a lot of the eccentric, like, extremely smart or extremely gifted, like, artistically people are, like, not great necessarily because they just don't comprehend and correspond with regular people. I feel like he just kind of, he wasn't good at relationships, like personal or like friendship wise. Like he couldn't develop friendships. He wasn't good at his relationship. He was just smart at science, you know?
It dominated his...
He wasn't good at the human part of his life. He was good at the nuclear science part of his life.
Yeah.
Which is,
they needed him to make it, though, man. It's kind of crazy, though, because, like, Einstein was right about that. It's like, once it happens and you make your impact, too, they, like, might do all that stuff for you, but then they do kind of just be like, all right, well, what's the next thing?
Toss you aside a little bit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then we had Heathers.
Yes.
Opposite of Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that was definitely it was a switch up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie, I don't know. It like, whenever I watched that the first time, I just liked that because I'm like, man, this movie's got a different vibe about it. It's like, kind of like an 80s teen movie, but it's like a dark comedy, but it's like very dark. Because like the elements that it plays in is like teen murder / teen suicide. Like that's not lighthearted.
No.
But they like kind of make it a Bonnie and Clyde kind of story, you know?
They're like staging suicides and shit like that, or homicides, even though they killed some of the people.
Yeah, it's mainly
I really liked the time frame that it was set in, though, like that 80s, and it was kind of like going into the 90s era.
Like 88 or 89.
Yeah, I think it was 88. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like such a different vibe. Because it was like, it was sort of the rich, preppy, popular kids, and then the like weird, outcast, dark, mysterious kid. But that kid that's usually like the kid you root for in the movie, he was the fucking psycho. Yeah. Basically. He was the one that was
horny
like...
for some turbo dogs and shit.
Christian Slater, man. Yeah, his character was just down to murder.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, he was like, he would try to rationalize it because she'd be like, oh, we're just going to do this to him. And then he'd like take it up a level and be like, no, we're going to fucking do it all the way. Like,
yeah, that whenever he said that line to her, whenever they're prep guys, the football player dudes that were like assholes, douche assholes, but they were like the star football players or whatever, that stereotypical.
Yeah.
Whenever he was telling her, like, he was loading the gun, and she's like, we're not going to really shoot him, though, it's blanks. He's like, they're Kluge bullets, or whatever he said. Like, it was like the German word, like, Kluge, which meant, oh, they're just stunning bullets. They're not going to kill them. They're just going to penetrate the skin, bleed a little bit, but it's going to stun them. It's like, deep down, you knew that was horse shit. You know, he told her that. He's like, you knew. Because Ich Lüge, it actually means like I'm lying.
Yeah.
I think in German or something. That was like the thing. He just like found a way to try to talk her into like,
Yeah.
this motherfucker deserves it.
And he did, in multiple times, and she was like, wanting to hold back a few times, and he's like, no, we gotta, like, he'd want to, like,
Wanted to
slash
kill
the
all
throats
the
or something.
Heathers.
He'd want to, like, if they just stunned
Those
him or knocked him
guys.
out, he'd want to, like, actually, you know, fucking...
She's like, oh, we should put what would she want to do? Orange juice and like milk or something to try to make her throw up. And he's
And
like,
he put that
oh,
blue,
how about
like, hull or whatever the
how
fuck
about
in
we
it.
do this drain cleaner?
Yeah.
And she's like, well,
That was absurd. Or she took it there, he's like...
is this?
I don't know if, I mean, maybe it would happen that fast, I don't know.
He's like, how about we do this?
Yeah.
She's like, that would kill her. He's like, yeah. And then she just like started going about her thing again, and
He just, like, went right for it. Every time she
I
was
say
like,
we
oh,
go
let's
for
do
the
this.
big blue here.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Just wanted to take it up a level every time. I noticed that. Because he would get her, like, once he'd get her to, like, just kind of cross the line, or her line at least, normally, like, he would just be like, well, let's just do this. Take it even up another notch. To where it was just kind of like, she was going to go along with it.
Yeah. She saw him as, like, kind of the mysterious rebel bad boy for a while, and then she was like, no, he's just fucking insane. You know? Which, I mean, he was, because it was basically like, if she wasn't willing to go along with all of this, he was willing to kill her, you know?
Mm-hmm. That doesn't even make any sense. That, like, it's what, 2026? And that came out in 88, 89?
Mm.
And then she's been acting for, like, fucking that long still. Like, and just in so much stuff, too. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was right around the time of Beetlejuice. It's like the year before.
That does not. The late 80s doesn't nearly seem that long ago.
Yeah. Long time ago. I mean...
That's crazy. That
we weren't alive.
And then Edward Scissorhands came out in, what, 90? And she was in that, Johnny Depp. And it's, I don't know, like, you don't process time like
it's so funny because, like, in Heathers and Edward Scissorhands, she feels like teenage Winona. Mm-hmm. But, like, in Beetlejuice, she felt much younger. And that was not that much, like, earlier than those.
Nope.
It's either the way they did her up, or she just grew up a lot.
Do you think that she seemed that young in Beetlejuice?
She seemed younger.
I'm trying to remember, like, comparison to those.
For sure,
those other
compared to Heathers and...
Because she still seemed pretty young in Edward Scissorhands.
The character she was portraying as well. Like, she was kind of portraying, like, a younger kid. It felt like when she was Lydia. Compared to when she was, damn it, what was her name in Edward Scissorhands?
Man, she like fucked somebody over and everything though. Mr. Deeds.
She's a legend though.
Yeah, no, she's been a lot of good stuff and been good in a lot of the role. I mean, she's still getting a lot of work today, so it's like she must be doing something right. I mean, she was in all the Stranger Things last season and stuff too, though. That whole show.
Yeah, she was a big part of that show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, that was just kind of one of those, I felt like kind of under the radar.
It definitely was. I didn't even know. And you know what's funny is not too long ago I came across a post that was like, oh, first movie you think of whenever you see Winona Ryder. And like I looked at the comments and like I think some people were saying that movie. And this is before you gave it to me. But I still didn't know what Heathers even was really. And then like sure enough, you like turned around and like last movie swap, give me that one. But I think that's what it was because some people were talking about like just a lot of the stuff she's been in. Yeah. And I've seen some of her work, but I haven't seen nearly all of it either. So
yeah,
it was different. It was that era. It was definitely a different. It was kind of like. It was kind of like that teen.
It's a
horror
movie.
suicide-esque movie, like kind of like I don't really know, or like how to describe that.
Yeah, it was
Drama.
Especially for its time, one of a kind.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know. It was definitely.
I feel like nothing is what I say is like some teen films from the 80s tackled some of that stuff, but not really as dark as that did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that movie
Is what
would
you're-
not
you're
get
saying.
made today.
Yeah.
Because with all the like school violence that happens
Yeah.
nowadays, like they wouldn't make a movie about a outcast kid that's shooting students and gonna blow up the fucking school.
No. Probably not. Because
Right.
that hits a little too close to home for some people.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, they don't really show too much crazy stuff like that in movies anyway. Like if it, it's especially concerning like kids and stuff, school stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
Went a little further with it back then because they could. It was just the 80s was like the era of imagination and innovation in film. They just were letting them do ideas, basically. Fuck it. Throw it out there. Maybe it'll land.
Fuck it.
Made for some great films, though. A lot of classics. A lot of original films in the 80s.
No, it was a
Should we,
fun watch. I thought it was fun. Like it was an interesting. It wasn't. I'm surprised I didn't, or maybe I just didn't like see it on anything. I don't know, but I'm kind of surprised I didn't come across it unless I just can't remember.
Yeah.
Because we watched it on what was it on?
Prime.
Okay. Yeah, and then I watched a few Prime movies the other day. But
Yeah. Good times. Good movies.
yeah, it was different. When did he pass away? We looked that up, didn't we?
Who?
Christian Slater.
I don't know. Did he pass away?
I thought you said he did. He was supposed to. Wasn't he supposed to like become a big? Maybe he didn't.
Oh
I
no,
don't know.
he kind of faded out because he had problems with like substances and shit. No, he's still alive. He just I was like no, but he had issues, I think.
Yeah.
He seems to be doing good now. Like he's married, got a family. From everything I can see, he got a star. The Hollywood Walk of Fame there, so that's something.
Damn.
Christian Slater, man.
It's so weird how they divvy that up and like who gets their star wings. Like Robert Englund waited like fucking 40 years to get his, then other people are just in things in the last 15 years and they got theirs.
I know.
What the fuck is that? That's crazy.
Depends on who they want to shine the light on.
Well,
Should we throw out the next ones here?
yeah, we can.
Alright.
Throw yours out.
Yeah. I've had this one in the bank for a few of them, but been waiting for the right time. I don't really know when the right time is, so I'm like, fuck it, now's the right time,
Yeah.
It's a bit of a longer one, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
At least you like history a lot, and I like history, and samurai history's sick.
Mm.
The Last Samurai,
Okay,
starring
yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Never seen it, so.
Yeah, it's Captain Nathan Algren, American military officer hired by the Emperor of Japan to train the country's first army in the art of modern warfare. As the government attempts to eradicate the ancient samurai warrior class in preparation for more westernized and trade-friendly policies, Algren, himself unexpectedly affected by his encounters with the samurai, places him at the center of a struggle between two eras and two worlds. So he's like hired on kind of to train the Japanese like in the new weaponry and new way of fighting wars, and because he's like, military captain, but it's like it's still like 1800s.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that late, honestly.
Yeah.
In like the actual story. I thought it was like maybe 1600s or something.
But yeah, that's the thing, is they're trying to phase out the samurai at that point
Yeah.
in Japan, but the samurai are still holding on, and like the samurai class, like when he starts to kind of learn about their way of life and their respect and their culture and like their fighting style and their skill and their way with the sword and shit like that, he's like, damn, like it's a lot deeper, than he initially gave credit for, and he kind of finds himself torn between the samurai and like fulfilling his duty that he was sent out there to fulfill. But it's cool. It's kind of like it's a fictional story, but it's like a really neat historical film still, within the era and the context and like the characters.
I'm down. I haven't seen quite a few Tom Cruise movies I probably should have seen at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fun one, for sure. So I'm excited for that one.
The Last Samurai, how many times have you seen it, you think?
Only twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I saw it once handful of years ago. Like, it was a while back, and then I got it on Blu-ray and watched it about like a year ago.
Okay.
And that's it. So The Last Samurai, that'll be a fun one.
The Last Samurai. Now, I was tinkering back and forth whether I should stick to one of the ones like that I was talking about or if I should put something else in, and something occurred to me the other day that I like never even really thought to put on the list. But 9 or 10 years ago, we were like trying to watch, kind of watching, but we had an early as fuck day the next day, so we couldn't really watch it or much of it. So I'm going to throw it back into circulation. And that is Be Cool.
I thought you were going to say that.
Dude, what Point Fest year was that? Was that 2016 or 17? I think it was 16. Maybe, because I think Corey was like, you guys gotta watch, it's like, it was 3 fucking a.m., we had to get up at like 7, or whatever it was. And like, but this movie has so many, it's considered a comedy crime, and it actually has a prequel. You don't necessarily have to see that to watch this, because I didn't for a long time, but called like Get Shorty, which is kind of, like, it has comedic moments, but it's like a crime, one of like those gangster, whatever movies, but it's John Travolta and some of the same guys. But this is like way more of a comedy than that was. I have seen Get Shorty once or twice, and it's not bad, but it came out in 95, and then this came out in 05. And obviously, I'll just read the thing real quick. It says it's a crime comedy sequel to Get Shorty, directed by F. Gary Gray and based on Elmore Leonard's novel. John Travolta reprises his role as mobster turned producer Chili Palmer, who enters the music industry, managing singer Linda Moon, while facing Russian mobsters, gangster rappers, and a slimy manager who's Vince Vaughn. Christina Milian plays Linda Moon. But yeah, Uma Thurman, Vince Vaughn, The Rock, Cedric the Entertainer, Andre 3000, Harvey Keitel, Danny DeVito. It's loaded.
Yeah.
With stars. But no, I honestly figured that would be funny, just like break some of this up anyway, but I was like, we never went back and like ever rewatched it, so I was like, we fucking might as well watch it, and actually like watch the whole thing. Yeah. It's been many years since I've seen Be Cool. I probably watched it sometime after that, but it could have been only one time, I don't know.
I know, I'm pretty sure.
I saw that thing in theaters, I'm pretty sure. With,
I have
like my
DVD,
dad.
I think, too. I still haven't watched it since then.
So I think it's a good time to throw it out. Honestly, like, I like John Travolta. I like a lot of the people in that. It's definitely a different role for Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
But it's got so many people that are funny as fuck. Cedric the Entertainer, man, he's great in it. So I was like, yeah, I might as well throw that out now. Have a little lighter of a watch, because I'm like, I've got some other movies that are definitely going to be a little denser anyway. And I was like, we'll break up and kind of put different things out there. This next era, like, now that we've already done the 2 movie swaps on this or that, like, it's going to be interesting to see what we get into, because like we've never gone on this long into the movie swap too,
Yeah.
So as we dig deeper, it'll kind of be interesting to see what turns up.
Yeah, it's kind of like treading new ground.
Yeah,
doing it
we're
this
gonna
many
have
times
to.
in a row.
Yeah, yeah. So that'll be fun. That's definitely some different movies. And they were probably made around the same time. Wasn't The Last Samurai like 06 or something like that?
It was like 03.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
But yeah, what do you think? Are you excited for Be Cool?
Yeah. I mean, it'll be kind of neat to check it out because it
Yeah.
is kind of one of those movies. It's just funny that it's evaded me this long. Because,
Oh yeah.
like I said, I'm pretty sure I even have it on DVD somewhere. Maybe.
None of us were
Or
able
might
to
I-
watch much of that night at all. We
No.
we
Oh,
all
no,
fallen
no.
asleep in the basement.
Yeah, and I had a shitty sleep anyways because I was like in that chair.
Yeah,
trying to
it was like
sleep,
me, you, and Cheatham, and Corey like fucking was down there at 3 a.m.
fucking around and shit.
He just kept setting shit up and taking shit down and turning lights off and on, stuff like that. No, you gotta watch it. And they like kept pausing it and talking, and it's just like we're never gonna fucking get through it. And it's already like 3 a.m.
Like, what are we even talking about? Oh, you guys gonna see this band tomorrow? Are they gonna be there? Oh, that's gonna be sick.
I think that was the first year, right? I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got shit for sleep. I don't know.
Oh, that
I got
was
any
fucking
sleep
miserable.
that night. Maybe like 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Well, then it was easier to do that, too. But it was
It
still.
still felt like shit
Oh, it
though.
did. Yeah, it did. All right. Well, The Last Samurai and Be Cool next. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that'll be another interesting pairing.
Oh yeah. Throwing it in a completely different direction there. Well, I guess before it gets too late, we can throw out some good, the bad, and the shits. Real quick. You got something interesting?
Yeah, it's been a rainy as fuck May. One could say.
Has it? I mean, like, I guess
Yeah.
yesterday, did it rain too much?
It rained
in
like
one?
last week. A lot of like it was either last week or the week before that it rained like 4 of the 7 days.
Oh.
It just feels
Yeah,
like
I did slide around and thought I was going to fucking wreck for a minute. Because I didn't even take a turn that bad. And I felt like I was losing control of my car.
it didn't rain like it did today.
Yeah.
Any of those days, because today was like torrential downpour. A few times.
I was careful as fuck today.
Like on my way home from work, dude. It was like the roads were fucking damn near flooding in spots, and it was just because it was downpouring so heavy for like 15 minutes. I'm like, dude, the city needs to do better with this shit. These roads are flooding as fuck after like 15 minutes of heavy rain.
Yeah.
It's not good when all these cars are throwing waterfalls up on each other after 15 minutes of heavy rain. That's bad.
Yeah.
But that just kind of got me thinking about, what do you think of rainy day blues? That's always been kind of like a saying or a thing. Like, people will get a little more down in the dumps and sad on rainy days and the rainy weather. Do you think there's something to that? Or do you think that's kind of...
Oh, yeah. No, I definitely think there is. I mean, like, it depends, too, if you're exposed to the weather. Sometimes you don't even have to look out the window and you just know that it's kind of getting sloppy weather outside, like your body, something in your psyche knows. Because I was just kind of surprised, though, earlier. I was like, oh, no, it's going to start being... But I didn't really have that attitude in the day, and if I had, I maybe would have been more, like, down the dumps about it, but I was kind of like... I was like, oh, great. Just because I knew that meant it's going to take a slower, much slower time going home. But I do think just the sunlight just awakens something in you. You, like, want to get out and get some vitamin fucking C and D and shit.
Yeah.
And just, walk around and do things and
I tell you
experience
what,
the
though,
nice weather.
I like a good rainy day every now and then whenever I'm, like, going to be at the house. If I know I'm going to be at the house, I don't mind a good storm. Chill, can maybe take a little snooze here and there, watch movies. Like, those days are not bad every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I gotta be out doing shit, whether that's driving around doing stuff or like out doing my job outside, it's like, I don't want to be doing this consistently. I don't mind a little shower,
Mm-hmm.
but don't fucking downpour for hours. That's just even like today it wasn't like consistently, but like when it rained its ass off. And it rained heavy as hell for like half an hour, and then it would stop for like 25 minutes, and then it would start again. It's like that shit sucks too, because then I'm just like, when it's not raining, it's getting cooler outside because it's like the rainy weather. So I'm cold as fuck because now I'm drenched. And it was hot earlier in the day, so I was in like shorts and a short sleeve shirt. And I felt good earlier in the day because it's humid. Then it rained and that felt fine. And then it quit raining and then I got cold and it started raining again. Then it stopped and started, and I hate that shit too.
Yeah.
It's like that's the kind of weather where I'm like, you're gonna get me sick.
Oh yeah, that's how it comes. Like the cold and then the warm fronts and then the cold and warm, like going back to back like that. That's how people do get sick. The range in weather in such a short span it fucks you up. So what? How exactly would you say this in the good, the bad, and the shits form?
Just just the rainy day blues, the rainy day vibes. How people just kind of say, oh, it's just kind of like...
I mean, I wouldn't rather it over, like, sunshine, but, I mean, it's going to rain some days, and I am kind of with you in that sense. Like, it's nice to just... Or even if you've already worked or whatever, and then it's like, oh, it's going to rain the rest of the night. It's kind of nice to just chill. I mean, which you could just do anyway, so it's not like you need rain for that anyway.
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, I don't always mind it, but it definitely is a pain in the ass. I'm sure with your job, and then like also just trying to get home with people, because half the people are still driving crazy, and then the other half are afraid to go more than 10 fucking miles an hour. So it's like, it's annoying.
Yeah, it feels way more sketchy and chaotic.
Yeah.
On the roads when it rains because of shit like that.
Yep. People still do dumb shit and cut each other off in places, and
especially whenever it's like heavy rain like today, because there's spots where it like puddles up deep and people don't see that shit coming when they're going quick, especially, and they go over it, and that's when people wreck, hit hydroplane, go off the road, or they just throw up giant waves onto other cars that cause them to hit their brakes.
Yeah,
because they can't see shit, and then somebody rear ends them, and just shit like that always in the rain. It's like if people could just drive how they normally drove, and just with more with some caution for sure. Watch your ass and your surroundings the whole time, but just hit the brakes when you need to, but don't hit them hard over a fucking puddle. Then you're gonna fuck up too.
Yeah.
Just don't be a dumbass in the rain. It's like you'll be fine. Just get home. Get where you need to get going. Don't be out here being a dumbass like some of these people that are like, oh, it's raining. I'm going to fish there. Shit like that just to be a dumbass.
I hate, though, whenever they're, like, I don't know, the overly, you should be cautious, but the overly concerned about every just inch of the fucking road.
They're going to get a wreck, too. They're going to cause an accident by being too obnoxious about it. Like, the people that slow down to a stop to make a right-hand turn, you're going to get hit. Yeah. Stop doing shit like that. It's annoying as hell. Slow down to a speed that's comfortable and make your turn, but don't fucking make me literally come to a stop on a roadway for you to make your fucking turn.
I know, I find myself so often having to, whenever they're like this, just going like... you gotta get out of the way, and I'm not stopping, like, because it's taking you 4 years to fucking make this turn. Oh, we gotta be careful! Oh! But no,
especially on roads that are busy and there's like people behind you and shit. You're like, dude, you're gonna cause people to rear end each other back here. Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, they do. It's ignorant. I'm going to say I'm not a fan of rainy days really myself. Like, here's the distinction I'll make is that I understand they're going to happen, so you're going to have to fucking deal with it anyways. But, like, I would rather the sun be out, but I understand the rainy days have to happen. You know what I mean? So I'm going to say fair. But, Yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't rather it rain as many days as it sometimes consecutively does here.
I think a good rainy day is nice every now and then on a day where I don't got to be out in it a whole lot.
Yeah.
But I don't want them back to back to back to back.
Oh, yeah, dude,
You know?
here it could rain 7 days in a row. It's fucking crazy.
And sometimes it doesn't rain for almost 2 months, and then sometimes it'll rain for like a week straight, it feels like. Or there's like rain in the forecast every day for like a week. It'll at least rain for a little bit. You're either like, damn, can it rain? That's how it feels like midsummer a lot of times. You're like, damn, we could really use some rain. Everything's drying out bad out here. There's always a drought around the 4th of July. They're like, be careful setting off fireworks. You're going to set shit on fire. And then other times of the year, it's like, can it stop raining?
Yeah. Oh, no, it gets fucking annoying. I used to be really annoyed when I was younger, like, that it wouldn't rain the whole week at school, and then it would rain on your weekend off. You know, it would do that a lot. I mean, you were there, you know?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I lived through it.
Give it the old fare.
Alright, what do you got for me?
This one's not that crazy. And I don't know, maybe it's been on here before. I don't think so. I don't really remember. But I'm just going to throw it out there. What do you think of Pringles? More than just one reason, too, because I noticed this. And I was like, man, sometimes you could buy a thing. They're pretty cheap, but they're pretty good. But also, you could get one of these tubes and like half of them be broken because you can't see what the hell it looks like in there.
Yep.
And then you're like, you're paying for this stuff and they're all fucked up and you get them, you know?
I mean, they still taste the same. They're just broken, you know?
Yeah, but do you want a bunch of little pieces? Do you actually want
You
the
got to
chip
get
the
the
way it is?
chips out and then just pour the broken pieces into your mouth at the bottom.
Yeah. I mean, you can do it like that. But, yeah, so just anyways, yeah, what do you think of Pringles overall? Now they're making, like, little Funyuns and putting them in the tube, little Doritos and all that shit. It's way different.
Yeah, I mean, Funyuns. Pringles are good. You got my mind on Funyuns now because I've been buying them recently.
The Lay's stacks are pretty good.
Yeah, they're kind of like an imitation
Pringle.
But they are good. It's like, they're a different kind of chip, but good. A lot of flavors. They're another one that kind of like branches out in a bunch of different kinds of flavors sometimes. And you're like, oh, fuck. Didn't expect this in Pringles, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, the tube can's kind of annoying, especially like the big one. Like you said, I feel like it causes shit to break a lot because they're in a stack. Shit just is gonna...
It bounces
crumble,
around and they
yeah.
just break like that.
And it's hard to get all of them out. You gotta tip the can over and dump shit out, basically, to get the bottom of the can. It's just, like, not the most convenient way of packaging, honestly.
No, but I bet it's cheap as fuck for them. They can charge pretty damn cheap for just the chips itself, because Pringles are actually one of the things that aren't outrageous still.
Mm-hmm.
But they do get beat up. And you gotta have, like, 20 of them. I'm not gonna pull, like, 2 chips out of there.
Yeah, that's the thing with them, too. There's not... In theory, that's why it's cheap, because there's not a whole lot of them in a tube. It's like, compared to a bag of chips, you're not getting that many. You know what I mean? It feels like a lot, because you're like, fuck, there's a whole tube of them.
Yeah.
But that's just a stack that size, you know? You're going to eat, like you said, 20 of those. That's almost going to be half the can. You're going to be like, fuck. The little ones were nice too, though. Like the little package, like the plastic packages of them, you get like packed with lunches. Those were always nice. Very convenient packaging. I really like Pringles. I get on kicks of buying them sometimes, or I'll buy them like a lot more than other times. I feel like I'll buy them for a few weeks at a time, then I won't again for a while.
Yeah.
I'll say fair, though.
Pringles? Been around for a long time, man.
Yeah. Mr. Pringle. He's a little freaky looking, though.
Yeah.
It's like, what is that face? That's like unnatural looking. Doesn't look like a face, you know? All right. This one, I don't know if you're like acquainted with this shit, but that slap fight that they're doing now, slap fight championship.
Yeah, like as hard as they can.
Just like two people back and forth just slap the hell out of each other. It says the world's top slap fighters compete for the championship. They got their own logos, streaming, everything. It's like I'm pretty sure Jake Hager like is in there now.
Oh, I think so. Actually, I did see something about that.
Yeah, people. It's like, dude, people are getting KO'd doing this. Like, just leveled, knocked right on their ass from a slap. And it's like, if you can stay upright, that's the problem. Is these people are taking brain damage because you go back and forth for like 5 rounds or something. It's like 5 in a row or some crazy shit like that. Probably depending on the match or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then, unless somebody fucking crumbles to their knees, basically, and then it's over. But just as hard as you can, across the face, potentially busting the hell out of somebody's eardrum, just slap. See, it's like, I can see the kind of, appeal to that, I guess, in a way at first.
Yeah, me too.
But there's no, like, there's no athletic ability or prowess to that. Like, it doesn't matter if you get people in there where you're like, oh, this guy's the champ and he's facing this guy. It's like, at the end of the day, all they're doing is they're slapping each other. Every time. As hard as they can, back and forth, giving each other brain damage for nothing. It's not boxing. It's not UFC or MMA. It doesn't feel like it's like these guys are athletes that train for this going to war and this is their thing. It's like, da! Da!
And then guys just getting fucking leveled.
Da! Until, somebody crumbles.
I mean, yeah, like, what do they even get paid for this? Probably not too much compared to...
Not as much as they should, probably, for what they're getting.
I'm going to say, not that it can't be entertaining, or at least, I might have to catch a glimpse of this, but I might say overrated, actually, on that.
Yeah.
I knew what it was, though. I just haven't watched much of it.
I see, same here. I see clips of it on, like, social media and stuff sometimes,
or,
and I'll, like...
reels and shit.
Watch it, and every time I just have the same reaction. It's not like, I gotta tune in. It's like, oh.
Like, yeah.
What the hell, man?
You're like feeling the pain of the guy that just got fucking leveled.
It's like you see it, and you kind of like cringe a little bit, and then you just shake your head, and you're like, dumbass, basically.
Yeah.
And then you move on. That's my reaction to the slap fight championship.
How much do you get paid for winning that, son of a bitch?
It's they compete for title belts, I think, but it's like
God. Jake Hate, why is he doing that? They didn't do a goddamn thing with him really in AEW.
Yeah, probably because
Yeah, I know. That's what I told everybody about by like 2010.
So
Mind you.
seeing salaries as high as $94,743 and as low as $27,633.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
You're not making shit.
It's gonna be real bad over your medical bills. $200,000.
And you made fucking. It's like, oh, here you go, $500.
Yeah.
For that fight.
We have insurance. Nope.
Well, my brain is bleeding.
Yeah.
So.
No, you're done. But hey, your video's out there forever. You'll just be dead.
Yeah, I think it's dumb too. And that's the thing is I like combat sports. I
Yeah,
like wrestling.
100%.
I'm a big wrestling guy. I've always respected UFC and MMA, and
And
like
boxing.
a few of those.
Even those are cool.
I like boxing. You
Yeah.
know, I like football a lot. But yeah, it's just that I don't see athletic prowess or like long-term appeal in that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I agree with that. I would say the same. Overrated.
Yeah.
Overrated. All right, should I throw my last one out there here?
Yep.
But this will probably be released after we see the movie, but I'm going to still throw it out there relating to the movie. And I think you've thrown them on your Good, the Bad, and the Shits. No, not your Good, the Bad, and the Shits. This or that before, to me, as like maybe a character thing. But I'm going to throw them back at you as a Good, the Bad, and the Shits. But what do you think overall of Grogu as a character?
I like him a lot. I think he's probably grown on me more now, and I like him more now because the kind of hype, the initial like, oh my god, kind of has died. Like it's gonna revive again with this movie a little bit, I'm sure. Just he's gonna do some cute shit in here.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
He'll save him. He'll fucking.
But yeah, I mean, I just like Yoda a lot too, and his species is cool. So it's kind of neat to just have another one of them around. Kind of learn. It's gonna like I hope we kind of learn a little more about him. You know, we know that he got rescued from the temple. Basically, like
during the Clone War.
Yeah.
Or
But
during
that's-
Order 66, rather.
Yeah, that's like about it, basically. You don't really know too much of his initial like training or what his path was, or is he gonna become the next Yoda way down the line?
I don't know, man. He's still a toddler in his species, but he's 50. So it's like that species grows, I guess they live for a long time, but they grow really slowly.
It's gonna be like
Like
him
the
trying
ages.
to. Well, they're gonna make a Ray show, right?
Are they? I don't know.
Well, maybe not.
They
anymore.
did announce a second season of Maul coming out in like April next year.
Maybe not anymore. I don't know.
Ahsoka season 2 specifically.
Because I'm like,
next
when
year.
is maybe Grogu? Like, I don't know when how his story is going to continue. Because it feels like this movie could potentially be the end of their story together, you know? But like, it's not the end of Grogu's story. He's still a baby.
Unless they have some way of like, I don't know, of him being isolated to where that just doesn't happen. You know, like just know, like he doesn't want to become that, or I don't know. But he's still really young, like in the grand, like he's old, but he's like pretty young in the development of things, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't even know if he's old enough to understand all those nuances of like the Jedi Order and like what he, you know,
Hell no.
should stand for and shit. So
He's like 5.
yeah, he's gonna live for a long time.
Yeah.
Yaddle lived till like 5. Well, Yaddle only died because fucking Dooku killed her, but she was like 500 or 600. So, Yoda's cousin.
Yeah.
But
Didn't see
anyway,
much
yeah.
of her, but
Nope, only in like episode 1 briefly. She was on the council. There was like 4 people that didn't
Supposedly.
even make it from 1 to 2, and like nobody said anything about it. They're like, "Ah, there's our other guys." It's like, where the fuck did the other guys
they
go?
got slaughtered. Let's just keep it
Yeah,
moving.
that one guy with the long neck. There was another fucker that was like
Oh
looking
yeah,
pretty
that
old.
guy, the long neck guy. I kind of remember him.
Yeah, Yaddle and maybe at least one other one. I think Fisto and Plo Koon and some of those guys are already in there. Kia D Mundy, Mace just talking shit, turning everybody down. No, he will not be trained.
Get the fuck out of the temple.
he was playing no bullshit, man.
Grogu though, man, I like him a lot. I mean, yeah, the Disney characters, like I said, I think like Mando and Grogu are like the the top tier, you know. When it comes to kind of their creations and just kind of like they were sort of an independent enough story where it's like it tied into the overall arching story. And you're like, oh, this is a time period, this is what's going on. But like it wasn't, oh, this is the Skywalker saga, this is the Jedi and the Empire, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't anything like that. It was kind of like their individual mission, which kind of set them apart. And I think it worked to their benefit in a lot of ways.
Unless they tie Grogu later on into some of the stuff with Rey and like that.
I think that's what I mean. If Rey gets,
Yeah.
that's why I thought if she got a series or something, that would continue his story.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I guess we'll see. Of course, yeah, this will probably be put out after that. But
Guess it depends on the success. I also feel like they set Rey's story up to be, oh, there's more here. So like,
yeah, with the lightsaber and stuff.
don't pull some WWE shit and just start stories. They're doing that horribly now, where they're like, oh, look, we're starting this, and they'll tell it for like 2 weeks, and they're like, okay, fuck that, we don't want to do that anymore. It's like, stop doing shit like that, man.
Follow through.
And
well,
Star Wars does, you know, Disney Star Wars has done that a few times.
Whenever we come back on after this episode, though, it'll be the first time we've seen a Star Wars movie in theaters in 6.5 years.
I'm honestly pretty damn pumped for it.
And we'll see how it follows all that up. It's crazy it's been that long.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw The Rise of Skywalker at the OmniMax with Justin, with fucking one of the Brown and Brown guys, the eye patch guy, sitting right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And like 3 months later, just fucking a lot of shit going on at that time.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
The way that
Wouldn't it?
that went down.
And the fact that we literally, I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wild. And
Is that the last Star Wars? No, that was Solo was after that, right?
No, like we saw Rise of Skywalker.
No,
that was
Rise
like a
was
2020.
after.
That was
last time.
That was like last time. What?
We saw one in theaters.
Yeah. And we saw that in early 2020 because it was before they got shut down. And then me and you saw. Remember, like they let us see Wonder Woman 20 whatever the fuck. Oh, or 1984.
1984. Yeah.
So we watched that, and that was at the end of 2020. Those are the only two movies I saw in theaters that year because it was all shut down. And then we didn't really go see a ton until like the middle to late 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow and stuff like that.
Yeah, didn't we? Wasn't that
Or
one of the
A
ones
Quiet Place
we rented Black
2.
Widow on Disney Plus? I think.
I think I saw it in theaters. Yeah.
Was it Cruella?
Well, we did say
Cruella too. I
Cruella.
think.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Grogu's fair because I think he gets quite a bit of hype, and I mean, especially with they're getting the movie now coming out, and he's probably a merch seller. I can imagine he moves some merch, man. Especially in their era.
Already freaking almost 7 years old.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like when The Mandalorian first came out, I imagine he was on everything, But rightfully so. I think it's good praise. I think that the show's really good. I really hope the movie lives up. Like I said, I looked up a list of like, oh, what are the most meaningful episodes of The Mandalorian to watch before the movie? So I've been kind of like working my way through the series again, watching those, and I'm pretty pumped for it. Pretty excited to see another Star Wars movie in theaters. I mean, we saw Revenge of the Sith, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
But a new one.
First new one, yeah. Yeah, we shall see. We got a big group going, and it's going to be one hell of a time.
It will be.
And by the time this comes out, we'll have already seen it, I'm sure.
Yes.
But
well, I damn sure hope so.
everybody just throw us your thoughts about what you think of it if you see it.
Yeah.
And this has been episode 230. A lot of content here tonight in this one.
All over the place.
Heathers and Oppenheimer. We gave each other Be Cool and The Last Samurai. It's been a wild one.
Talked over some athletes.
Talked about iconic athletes. Gave each other some good, the bad, and the shits. It's been a successful one.
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next time on episode 231. Till then, take care out there. And good night. Have a great week.